in Boston. You ain't hear the NAACP. You ain't hear the Black Caucus. You didn't hear nobody say, we're going to damn show build it. We're going to make sure we build it. No, you hear the Black Caucus telling little children.
We don't hear what the NARA set out to do in parity. Andrew always want to go move off the people them off of their land in a parity. For those of us who don't know parity, if you should Google or go on YouTube and type it in, it is one of the most beautiful seafront prime land where poor people, parents dead and left, give them, the fishermen them just jump in at them boat and go sea, and it is a beautiful prime land. You understand? So what the Jamaica Labour Party sets out to do is to relocate the people them and move them far from them land, and carry them way up in a chuku, go put them. And when you look, nothing is wrong with that, but move them and relocate them because you know say a safety and sometimes the sea come up and whatever. Move them and leave the land, yes. So that's Jamaicans who want to go down there, go set up business and can't have the land to do that. But you are not going to move the people them from down a parity and carry them way a woy. So you can take the people them land and redevelop it and put one at a Bound Brook or one at a Marant be a town center and transform the people in prime land and go no friend. Eh? This is what you call it, brat? Gentrification. This is not a relocation for true. They want to take away the people, them lands in St. Let me tell you, no people down at St. Elizabeth, you fi be hard years. Do not give up on a land in the name of safety and in the name of this and development. Don't do it. Make them build up around. I don't know if you see one video on social media, YouTube, you know, which part. I don't remember if it is in China or Russia. But the government want to make one highway. And the way in which they want to construct the highway would have to go right through one man property and he have to go relocate and move in little house. The man saying, oh, and great granny give him, in granny come back, come get it and him come get it and he want to him pitting them out. So the man have in legacy panic, you know. But the government want to remove him. And based on the laws, right? It is up to the owner for the land to sell it. But if the owner decides to not selling land, there is nothing the government can. You don't know what the government do in Russia. Don't remember if it is Russia or China. You know what they do? They make one rotted highway and put the man go right around the man and the man house in the middle of the highway. You know, see like when I go around one roundabout, I want to see the center of the roundabout have plants. Or I saw the man house in the roundabout, middle, you know, and the road, the highway, make right round the man. And the man in the middle of the roundabout on the highway, the man not selling land. Yeah? I have a friend down there in Curacao. And when I was living in St. Kitts, and to all those who make it seem like say, St. Kitts, this and that, don't worry yourself, I some politics over St. Kitts, I soon go back over there. And I will be going to help me party campaign. Yeah? One Dr. Terence Drew. Already, once you see them sound the bell and sound the trumpet over there, the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, the People's National Party, sister party over there, I shall be going over there to kick up a storm. Yes. So Jamaica, I have a friend down there in Curacao, and it seems so. One man have one prime land, you know. When me say prime land, he have one little zinc shack. When he's selling beer them and he's selling little weed and he's, you know? And they want to bring in one brand new chain of hotel. Now listen to this story good, you know. They want to bring in one new chain of hotel. I think a Ritz-Carlton or, no man, no Ritz-Carlton. What the hotel which part they in New Kingston across from Emancipation Park name. One new hotel they make up over. One name Marriott. Yes, not telling any lie. The Marriott want to develop a hotel down there in Curacao. But the beachfront property, the little man having a little shack pan it. I know nobody no going to make up their 5-star luxurious hotel and bloops pan the beach, our whole zinc shack sitting. So them try high then carry man got quote to get him off. Anyway, the man was so stubborn. The man say he nah selling land and he nah give it up and no care how much money them a come give him, he nah move. And the hotel have to downsize. So if they did want to make 1,000 room, they have to make 800. Jamaica. The plan went on and the hotel bill and guests start come at the hotel. Have how much bars are something. Jamaica. You know say the tourists them which had come and stay at the hotel. Every evening I kid you not 5 o'clock when everybody I look for see bar swinging at the hotel. I bet you not tell me where the people them go. The tourists them left out of the 5-star hotel and go beside the hotel which at the man having little zinc shack and a little tattoo and he ice a chilling beer them and music. A post you see people. The amount of people surround the man zinc shack and they playing music and having a fun time. Had that tourist left first world country if come see. So I am asking the people down there in St. Elizabeth down a Parati. On might soon land and look away now. A beachfront property that it is priceless and you know sell it. Build up on a little tattoo, pan it, on a little zinc shack, on a little bar, and stay up on the land. Don't make the government push on off because the government are going to take it and transform it. And put prime bar and restaurant pan it and sabotage them. Yes. Sabotage them. Make on a little zinc shack stay which party day. Tourists love them something there until God help you can build up one firm structure. Do not allow the government to intervene and take one land on a party. Because as I said, Jamaica is the same man then come fi run him off of the land and pay him feet. And the man stood in ground and said no. And today the man business is a prominent business today. Right now in the on YouTube, the people them will come to stay at the 5-star hotel. Every evening 5 o'clock, the people them go over across the which are them stay and they are the little shack at the bar. And if the man had given up in prime land, look at where he would be today. So Jamaica, I want you guys to listen to what the residents of Parati have to say when Andrew Holness go down there, go intervene and want them to leave Parati to give them to redevelop. Listen to this by the residents of Parati.
Them care things and them know. There's nothing for Parati people there. They can't all about and around up and down. No, we there, so we give thanks to God and we are doing what we have to do. We don't get nothing from them. We're glad some local food where some people send come here. And we're not leaving here, so this is our home. Where we are going? We don't want to put it. We're there, sir, and we enjoy ourselves. Each one help one another and we're going another. We don't get nothing. Right, cool, huh? Yes, right. So we give God thanks for that. Yeah, nobody knows here where God see. Nobody have no right over. We are going. So if anybody have anything to say, yeah, come to we make we say. Yeah, we help our water, we get food, eat and drink and put up a place and live forever and give back time. We are in the system for the whole of us. So if we don't see 900 people come out, we speak for everybody because we are here for everybody. We don't have no help from nobody. We get help from who is around here. We live so no tell me what did Andrew Holness talk to you guys? Did Andrew Holness come have a meeting? Prime Minister have the right to say we want to say why around the world. But you have your right to talk what we want. We are here, living fine, needing help, food and water and ability and strength.
Well, and the people, what the man said a while ago, the man asked him if Andrew Holness come here, come have a what the man said Andrew Holness free to say why he wants because of him running world. Well, and the people me never hear good at all. I never hear good at all.
Them care things and them know. There's no Parati people there. They can't all about and around up and down. No, we there, so we give thanks to God and we are doing what we have to do. We don't get nothing from them. We're glad some local food where some people send come here. And we're not leaving here, so this is our home. Where we are going? We don't want to put it. We're there, sir, and we enjoy ourselves. Each one help one another and we're going another. We don't get no help. Right, cool, huh? Yes, right. So we give God thanks for that. Yeah, nobody knows here where God see. Nobody have no right over. We are going. So if anybody have anything to say, yeah, come to we make we say. Yeah, we help our water, we get food, eat and drink and put up a place and live forever and give back time. We are in the system for the whole of us. So if we don't see 900 people come out, we speak for everybody because we are here for everybody. We don't have no help from nobody. We get help from who is around here. Yeah, we live so no tell me what did Andrew Holness talk to you guys? Did Andrew Holness come have a meeting? Prime Minister have the right to say we want to say why around the world. But you have your right to talk what we want. We are here, living fine, needing help, food and water and ability and strength to build up our place to give God thanks.
Hey, No, sir, who say people that have sense don't have parity. That's right, parity people. They turn up on the waterfront property and they can't come push no off. But parity people stand to benefit from container home relocation. The people them tell nobody have a problem with getting the container home, but put it down on them parity land. I move off the people in front of a party so you can take it. Remember, you know, government that when you look and see they start build all kind of stone, push stone in the water, and what they call it reclamation, land reclamation. And that go on, Any all the people them down a party decide so them a go give in to the government and left down a party. The government a go drop some bulldozer rock stone in the sea and make some barrier so that's the wave can't affect them anymore. Look how long the people them down a party a suffer water they come in pan them. What make the government and Fly Green not build one barrier reef down they give them and make the people them continue with their life? No, they will relocate them. So they can take it over, and I am telling you, once them the people that a party decides so them are gonna move, Andrew Holness and whoever responsible with them tugboat and them this and them are gonna transfer some big rotted rock stone. You never wonder how the rock stone them over Palisades come about. When you now got airport, you know, past how much mile a rock stone pile up on the banking for back up the sea from coming in, come wash out the road. And the same thing, them are going to do down a parity. Them are going to drop some big rock stone in the sea and build one barrier reef. So that's no wave can affect parity anymore. At that, Andrew going to do enough if he help the business people, them which had buy out the lot them down there. So why Andrew Holness can't spend the money down there? Yeah? So that's the people them down a parity can feel safe and protected. Turn up on the foot down the Rasta man. You talk like a comrade. That is it, Brad. Them are going to bring in them crane and then flatbed and then tugboat. Anywhere the big rock stone fi come from, then find it and make barrier reef and protect parity from water coming in. What make them can't do it and make the people them stay on them property? If you no care and also no choose Jamaica, why you no have to sell out Jamaica fi bring in the investors then fi get the people in prime land? Why is it that the poor people, Jamaican people who have their little beachfront, no because they don't have no money fi put up one fancy bar or one fancy restaurant, so no must use no money and get rid of the people them so no can have if you take it over and capture. Sit down on the land parity people. God Almighty, if we make when one next hurricane come, he pass over parity and affect uno. Me not think God so deliberate to make uno get one of the hurricane twice. Parity people turn up on a foot and don't move. Because I am telling you, any parity people give in to the government move off of these lands, Andrew Holness is going to put in the investment and he's going to put the barrier reef out in the sea so that the force of the waves don't come ashore as it is doing today. So I am asking the people of parity, I know how the people them hard ears. They know hard ears and they know stubborn, but people have sense and people see what Nara is set out to do. Nobody knows how no can develop down at St. Elizabeth, you know. But the people who were there and lived there for generation, they must become the first priority. You can't force people off of their land because they're desperate and they're vulnerable and they don't have a house. Feel say uno go come back, uno name captain come to help us. So uno feel like say because the people them down and out are vulnerable and they no longer have a house, uno can come now, come give them one container house and sweep them up and take their land. No! And that's how it work. Give them container house and make them put it on the seafront if they want. Leave the people them lands alone, Andrew. If you're about the people, you're going to make the barrier reef from now and protect parity people. Why is it that after parity people them left, you relocate them and then you're going to start intervene and protect them beachfront? No. The people who are there now down a parity deserve to be protected. So you are telling me, Andrew Holness say, you won't be protecting the lands at parity unless the people them move so you can get it? Is that basically that him I say, you know? Once them relocate these people from down a parity, you don't think them the beachfront good white sand beach where them a fisherman, you don't think investors are going to come in, come capture it? Huh? Jamaica. This is what NARA sets out to do. But the people must stand firm and united together. Stand together and decide, say, while you no welcome the container homes because no house blow down, on now give up on no properties. Make them go to the container home and put it back on no house did there. Make Andrew Holness spend some of the millions and go make the barrier reef. So that's when hurricane should come again, or no heavy rain, the sea no come up. Go and build the barrier reef and protect the people them of parity instead of moving them from off of them land and come and talk about them not safe. So when they move, you are going to make it safe. Make it safe for who? The investors them. They are going to come build them shops and bars and restaurants. It cannot work. Parity people deserve better. Parity people deserve better. And I don't believe that for parity people to get help, them have to relocate first. No. If you care about the people of parity and you, Mr. Man, I don't know, you see him in the parliament yesterday? I went last week see Floyd Green, he looked like he drunk or so. Something is going on with Floyd Green, you know. Floyd is not the half Floyd. Floyd Green is not the half Floyd Green. But, as I said, Jamaica, this is where we're at. And Nara, when it's set to intervene, will overrule the people them. But the people can stand together and they can take the matter to court. If Andrew Holness and the Labour Party wish to help the people of parity, he will start by building a barrier reef out at sea to protect the shoreline from the sea to come in. That is the first thing he needs to do. But don't come tell parity people, say they have to relocate. When you relocate them, what become of them prime property? You sell it out and start build up restaurant and bar. Now go work. Parity people have sense. Big up yourself, Prince. All right, my boss. Parity people have sense. Yeah? And I want to see the Rasta man if he buy him a cool red stripe beer. Can you talk up the things then? What the man say? The man say Andrew Holness free say why he wants to because of him run the world. But you know, him run down a parity. No, sir. Jamaica people. Mr. the man say Andrew Holness free say why he wants to because of him run the world, but I know him run down a parity. I want kill over. Jamaica people. Mr. the Labour Party shall know no peace in the third term. You don't believe me? The Labour Party shall know no peace in the third term. In Pachagre, big up yourself, Pachagre. Jamaica, I want to commend the people of St. Elizabeth, especially them down there in parity, for standing firm. Welcome on the development. We welcome whatever they want to build up down at St. Elizabeth. Development is good and development is nice. But I believe that our locals must come first. It's full time now. Government give local people opportunity to expand and get little generational wealth. So when them parents dead and gone, the picnic can have one business. Why is it that the rich people alone must come create generational wealth and buy out prime land, and when them dead and gone, the wealth stay in their family? Fisherwoman, who no want create little generational wealth. If you no want be fishermen and fishermen, make you no get the generational wealth by building up a shop, selling no fish or no bar. Make you no picnic come branch off and get the bar and restaurant. You no make you no living as fishermen and fisherwomen that you no love. Leave a little legacy for no pitney. Don't sell out to no prime land to no government so that they can come make investors take over on the land and develop it in a restaurant and bar and spa and this and that while you live on hillside. Cannot work. If you care about the people, go and go build a barrier reef out in the sea to break the force of the waves. We come in, we are threatening the shoreline. And that me know then, if you not do it out of policy, does the big old rock stone them, or you can go drop the rock stone them down a parity. Pile up in the sea and build one artificial reef out there. Yeah, me no engineer, but me know see that's how it start. Go and go build one barrier reef out there down a parity. So that's the wave can no longer come ashore. I fool, not take parity people. For parity people are not idiot. Don't give up on the land, parity. Big up yourself, Pachagre. Thank you, sir. Parity people don't give up on the land. And I leave it right there, so. I leave it right there, so. Jamaica. I have about 2 more matters I want to discuss before I wrap up the program. Jamaica people no come here. Only no ear say the Auditor General drop one report in the Parliament. Nobody no hear about the report where the Auditor General drop and reveal about the Minister of Water, Matthew Samuda. Only no hear about it. Me backside don't come here. Jamaica people, I want to make every single ministry where they audit have corruption in it. Jamaica people, on in a ear said the Auditor General flag Matthew Samuda ministry. Me backside, don't come here, you can sit down. Come here, you can sit down a little bit with me people. Jamaica. The Auditor General report come out, come say Matthew Samuda collect how much $1 billion for the budget for run the Ministry of Water. And with all of the projects them which Matthew Samuda allocate the money for, Matthew do the project them, you know. And when Matthew do the project them, and the money left off, say for example, if you lay one pipe from yesterday to this, so cost them $10 million, Matthew lay the pipe, and the pipe cost $6 million, you know. So Matthew no put it on the record, say $4 million left, you know. No record now sure, but receipt down there say 10 million was allocated and 6 million spent. No balance on the deficit show say 4 million left off, you know. Me backside, the Auditor General go down, they go store it up. Yes! The Auditor General flag weaknesses in how the NWC spend on infrastructure. Yes! He dropped a while ago, Jamaica. I mean, know how the black of them not get it yet. Eh? Auditor General flag the NWC and how it spend billions, how it manage the billions it spends on the country's water infrastructure. A performance audit from Pamela Monroe Ellis found that the commission repeatedly spend less than it budgeted and breached the law on financial reporting. You hear that? Jamaica, me no good on in the report, me say Matthew Samuda. For me see you say you're corruption, and that's why Andrew was hell-bent in getting out Marsha Smith for put you down there. Because through Marsha Smith come from a lineage where corruption is not a part of them philosophy. Only decide to vote and get rid of Marsha Smith in a naughty cent and put in you because you are one of them which know how to creep. Like a the Andrew own. Jamaica don't realize what they take place in the ministry them. Every single ministry which are they audit corruption down there, you know. Every single ministry mash up under the Jamaica Labour Party. This a report come out and you say it is damaging. Actually, me not go through yet to pick it through. And since me up on the live, me see it come in my email and me browse through the hot topic and the headline. Jamaica, Matthew Samuda found one thing. Matthew Samuda found one thing. Eh? So Matthew Samuda, they received the billions we spend and upgrade the system. And Matthew will on the money. Eh? Matthew keep back the money and not tell nobody. So no financial report not done, you know. And that the Integrity Commission and the Auditor General say, you know, the Auditor General said there has been no financial report. Matthew Samuda not do no financial report. So you tell the finance minister say you want $10 million and this is just an example. A billions in get. Matthew tell the finance minister say him want $10 billion to do the water project here. How the minister give him the $10 billion, you know, and Matthew only spend $6 billion out of it. Where the $4 billion they Matthew? You need to put a check and balance. You say $4 billion remain, and you have put it yes or you have put it back. No farmer financial report was done. However, the bill is there, say only $6 billion spent out of the $10 billion. What kind of something this are going in the country? Eh? What kind of thing this are going in the country? Matthew Samuda spend less than was budgeted for, and there is no financial report to show the balance of funding. Them are no corruption. Unaccounted for Patuski. $10 billion you get to do the water project and you only spend $6 billion because the record show. One receipt show say the project, yeah? Let's say them do a water project in a Calderwood. The receipt is there, Calderwood water project, $6 billion. But the finance minister sure say a $10 billion was procured for this project. So where the $4 billion were left off from out of the $10 billion there. Not a financial report Matthew Samuda not do. So the $10 billion, nobody know where it turn. A responsible leader, having unearthed all these findings were made published, a leader would say, come here, Matthew. This is what the report is saying. And I will not be a part of a government where I cannot explain what happened to taxpayers' dollars. So here what my son. We're going to find out what happened to the balance of the money, you know, and let me know so I can put you back in a position. That is what a leader would do, you know. When a minister make a government looks bad, the leader for that government have to really in that minister, you know. Especially if the report look away. The minister must clear up what is happening so that the prime minister can look good and say, it was a misunderstanding and the money was recovered and we are sorry for not, but not like that in Jamaica. There has been no financial report which shows me get $10 billion, and out of the 10 billion, me only spend 6 billion out tight. Right? So me balance $4 billion. So see the $4 billion we left off. You know, there has been no financial report. That is what the Auditor General has been saying, you know. Eh? In league me own. What you say, tie head. Listen up. Listen up, Jamaica. This is serious, you know. The Auditor General just sent one report down a Parliament and it table. Remember today Wednesday, you know, remember Parliament I go keep 2 o'clock, you know. Yes, so they never hear. Yes, Jamaica people are hold Juliet to account. She are missing too often from Parliament as the speaker. So she have to play catch up now. So Parliament no longer only keep Tuesday alone, you know. You have to keep Tuesday and Wednesday now because people are report Andrew and Juliet who only say they're missing too often. So they have to play catch up. So Parliament are keep on Wednesday now. Yes. Well, Jamaica. Madam Lady for North Central St. Catherine will be speaking. And you know, so she is the spokesperson on local government. So all of the filth where the Hobia man and the member for Denham Town come chat Desmond Mackenzie. You know, say Natalie Nita Garvey are gonna make her contribution come 2 o'clock. And a hell and powder house, you know, because it's one thing with Natalie Garvey, she know how to hold this government to account. So we are looking forward to Natalie Nita Garvey's presentation this afternoon in the Honorable House of Representatives. Now back to the argument. Come here, Shorty Poopstick. Come here, Mattis Samuda.
Which floor?
12.
Intern?
Probably.
Who let the intern into the...
Quali, how Andrew Wheatley Jamaica, see you long time, you know, see you, darling. Big up yourself. Jamaica. The corruption in all of this where Andrew Wheatley is concerned. He bought a parcel of land up there in Kirkland Heights for $9 million. Anybody when know Kirkland Heights know say a celebrity live up there so on top-notch people. You can't get no land up there so fi buy under 140 for the cream of Jamaica live up there. Kirkland Heights. And Andrew Wheatley gotten that parcel of land for $9 million. And when he get the piece of land, he bring in one of his friend. And the report, me I look on and I read it, I mean, I'm not on my own head. I'm reading the report. I'm putting it in my own words. Because you know we got a good school and we not go take nothing when nobody tell we and read it with understanding. Yeah? Because when I read the report, you know, certain things we fly over our head. So God bless the bloggers, them like myself, who can read it and analyze it and interpret it and break it down into a language where everybody can understand. No, Jamaica. This man buy the piece of land for $9 million. Yeah? Brought in a developer. This man now put 20 apartments on the piece of land. Yeah? Remember him and the politician, you know? And him and the politician have him piece of land and him buy it. And you bring in a top dog now and the top dog do what? Develop the land and put 20 apartments on it. But here we get the kickback now, you know. Remember him played for $9 million, you know. This man put on 20 apartments on it. And this man now rewarded Andrew Wheatley with 6 of those apartments as a gift. And now one of those apartments is selling for $35 and $40 million. So that's where the trick come from. That's where the illicit enrichment come in, you know. Because if me can buy a piece of land for $9 million and then a developer come put 20 apartment pan and give me 6 out of the 20 and me now I sell 1 out of them the 6 that when me get for $35 and $45 million. That is how this man arrived at over $164 million above him pay grade. CP saying this is what you call treason and money laundering and tax evasion. Because remember, you know, when you put up them the judgment mansion there uptown, you have to pay your property tax and them something there, you know. So to evade your taxes and to evade paying taxes, him not develop it himself, you know. It's Jesus Christ of Nazareth Labour Party done. Only not see what Andrew Wheatley do to evade tax, you know, pay non tax. The man bring in a developer. So at this man, you know, I figure pay the taxes them, you know. Because what? He, Andrew Wheatley, purchased the land, but I know him a develop the land. But Wheatley now get film cut out of it because the report say out of the 20 apartments that were built on this parcel of land up at Kirkland Heights, the minister, Andrew Wheatley, was rewarded with 6 apartments. Yeah? 6 out of the 20 apartment buildings were handed to Andrew Wheatley as a gift. And I don't know about you, Jamaica, but me want to know what kind of man this, because me don't know if no man I go sit down and make no man give him 6 apartment house unless you a sweet potato pudding like myself.
That is funny.
Hello,
honey.
somebody. No, we have to just call it for what it is. Which man in a them a day and age I go take up 6 apartment and award it to another man as a gift? Hello, somebody. That is for another story, for another day and another time, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Yes. God's mouthpiece. We have to explain these things in the report so that the viewers can understand what is happening here. That is how they get them kickback, This man, Andrew Wheatley, so too as many others within the Jamaica Labour Party, is like the whole of them I read from one book, and the book, Andrew Holness have the book, but it look like Andrew give them the full book, Andrew tear out one page out it and give them and say, "Unu go and go yam food. Don't get catch." But it look like the page where Andrew tear out and give them, it no have no introduction, it no have no conclusion, it no have no nothing. Yeah? Andrew still have the appendices on how to get away.
Fully done.
Look here in Jamaica right now, no make me go on a tangent, Eh? When you say God's mouthpiece, I deserve my mic and so watch me and them. Yes, man, I get in everything, Jamaica. Let me just tell you, I got my microphone, I got me mixer, I got me desk, I got me chair, I got me lighting, I got everything for my studio, Jamaica. Right now we in the built out where I set up my little background and so. But the little laptop when me have, when I try to stream, it tell me it's not compatible because it's an old laptop. So I'm trying now to get a newer model that will be able to stream and carry the live without any glitches. So that is the reason why Friday we'll be raising the money for the laptop. And I know God will bless me. So that's the people who can come through for me on Friday. God mouthpiece, I want 2 laptops. Listen, man, I'm looking for the support. Every mickle make a muckle. And we're going to be transparent over here. You don't know when me come here, so come ask, it's what I need. Because me now go come beg and dip in a people pocket and pick up what me no put there. Alright, so when you see me come and ask, you know say it is genuine. But anyway, people, back to class. Andrew Wheatley, when all of this are going, and the Integrity Commissioner question him, yeah? When them buck up in them irregularities there, the Integrity Commission right there and then realize that this is corruption. And when them ask him how he come by all of these, he cannot explain it. And so, instead of him now having one-on-one with the IC, him bringing in attorney. But equally how Andrew Wheatley done, I saw the attorney done like a him. Because the attorney now accompany him to the Integrity Commission and sit down in the office, and based on everything we are transpire, the Integrity Commission say, boss, we are asking the question, them, and you can't explain it how you come by this money. And when them do the investigation, they might find out that Andrew Wheatley have house up at Kirkland Heights, well, a 6 house up there, And one of the apartment when sell, one cost 35 million, Remember you buy the land for 9 million, Yeah? And you get 20 apartment you put on the land. 6 was given to you as a gift. And you are sell 1 out of the 6 for 35 million? No wonder you can't explain how you come by the $164 million. Jamaica. These are the kind of people that we have serving the country. And when them done, they expect Jamaica to be better. When them done, them expect Jamaica to be any better. This country will never get any better at the hands of the Jamaica Labour Party. We will never, ever, ever, ever get any better as long as the Labour Party is in power. Because if it is one thing I know about the PNP, the democratic socialism is embedded within the PNP. Meaning, yeah, that the People's National Party will find ways to take from the rich and make it trickle down to the poor. The Jamaica Labour Party is all about taking from the poor and make the rich continue to rich. Hello, somebody. The democratic socialism, me no say socialism like Cuba and China and Russia, you know. We in the People's National Party believe in what? Democratic socialism. That is the reason why the PNP come up with the National Housing Trust, where poor people can go down, they go collect a little money when they come out on the salary, no can go down, they go say, hello, me I work for all of these years, and I take out NHT out of my money, give me back my money when me put in a NHT, me see piece of land, me want to go pay down planet, or me see one house, and me want to go purchase that house. It is the PNP that put the NHT in place. Why? Because only the big dogs could afford a piece of land back then. It is the PNP that will continue to take from the rich and give to the poor. And that is democratic socialism.
I look where Andrew is at
you can't have the rich, just continue to get richer and richer and richer and richer. And that is what the Labour Party has created in this country. No more middle class under them. It's either you're rich or you're poor when Labour right in a power. But whenever the PNP is in power, there is a gap in the middle between the rich and the poor. The PNP is the one that create the middle class in this country. The middle class means, say, you can get up a morning time and you can go up on your job and you can be able to pay your bill. You're not poor and you're not really reach the rich category yet. You are in the survival stage. But under the Jamaica Labour Party, there is no in-between. It's either you're rich or you're poor. That is it in Jamaica, and a lot of persons fail to understand and differentiate between the Labour Party and the People's National Party. And that is the reason why I will forever support the People's National Party, because the PNP put the people first. That is why we name the People's National Party. Jamaica. When I look today and I realize what is happening in our country. Are you aware, Jamaica, that the Prime Minister have just confessed? Yes. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has just confessed. And I ask specifically for our elders to stick and stay, because they were around during the time of Hurricane Gilbert. Jamaica people, me witness today Andrew Holness come confess say Edward Seaga mash up the country during Hurricane Gilbert. Jamaica people no come here no man. Where are those persons, those mothers and fathers who were around during the time of Hurricane Gilbert? Remember me a millennial, me never ban them the time they yet, but me come hear about the atrocities, and that's why me did have to be a comrade. Jamaica, how many times me I got talk about it on my platform? Yeah? Said during 1988, remember that the Jamaica Labour Party called one snap election, you know, and that them alone ruled the country. There was no opposition. Had the Jamaica Labour Party one sit down in a parliament and spend up the money left, right, and center. That's why I know that the country should have been better under the Labour Party. The Labour Party are wicked. They fight out Michael Manley and say Michael Manley I got turn Jamaica in a communist country. And Edward Seaga, through the help of the CIA, listen to America and them spread the propaganda. All because Michael Manley was putting forward democratic socialism, where you continue to take from the rich and make it go down to the average poor. They never like that. And so Jamaica, they start up one propaganda how Jamaica go turn communist country like Cuba. Lies! And what he did, because there was tension in the country, then call one snap election by Michael Manley. And when you look, appear dead people upon the registration for the election. So Michael Manley say, hello, we're not going to take part in this election until we have electoral reform. When them clean up the voters list, Labour right catch and pay dead people and them mama were dead, still upon voters list. Also man come vote in a woman name. That was what Seaga created in the 1983 election, bloodiest election. 1980 and 1983. And what happened, Jamaica? They decided to go ahead with the election all by themselves. And for 6 long years, not 4, not 5, the Labour Party was in power for 6 long years, all by themselves. Nobody did if do no checks and balance. Nobody did if watch how the money is spent. Nobody was there to hold them accountable. The Jamaica Labour Party had a term in office all by themselves to govern. But we don't see what God do. God looks high and he looked down low on Siaga and he sent a hurricane in the name of Hurricane Gilbert. And Gilbert mash up Jamaica. Mash up Jamaica. And it forced Siaga to call a 1989. Remember the hurricane of 88, you know, the last election was 1983. Do the maths, people. Count on no idiot. Do the maths. The last election, they have 1980 election, you know, the bloody election, which part the Labour rights them, I must say 800 people dead because of election. 1980 was a bloody election. And then do the things them to the people of this country under Michael Manley. Yeah? And that was an election in 1980. And because the country could not forgive and forget, Siaga Windu in call one snap election 3 years later in 1983, and the PNP decided that we are not going to be a part of that election in 1983. And when was the next election? 1989, after Hurricane Gilbert. So do the maths, Jamaica. From 1983, where the Labour Party ruled this election, to 1989, how many years was that, Jamaica? Where the Labour Party and the Siaga was ruling all by himself without an opposition. So when you hear them a chat and a talk about PNP 18 long years, ask them about the term, yeah? From 1983 to 1989, where they were there all by themselves, running the country with nobody there to hinder them. Nobody was there to hinder them and to prevent them from developing. Backside! Watch the gift there, nice. Big up yourself. And who that? David 77. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Bless up yourself. Bless up yourself. Thank you for that. Yes, man, by your works and by your fruit you shall know that you put in the work and people will reward you. Thank you, sir. No, Jamaica. See, Andrew Redza remind us they say over 844 persons were unalived during the Edward Siaga 1980 general election. Can you imagine? So from 83, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Over 6 years, the Jamaica Labour Party was ruling all by themselves. Thank you, Andrea. Big up yourself, darling. My second money gun for the day. God bless you, darling. So make me open your eyes a little further, Jamaica. Yeah? Why it pains my heart to see that the people of this country forget them history and put back the Labour Party in power. And I am going to show you why we have to suffer as a nation. We have to suffer and we must suffer. Jamaica. 1983, as much as I was not around, but that is the reason why we have history class and we have the history book we go read. So none of them can trick me and me have me elders them which can tell me the things them. 1983 Jamaica. Watch you again. Big up yourself. Andrea, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Really appreciate it. Yeah? Jamaica. When you say CP, mean I'm a prime element. Not true. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you, no man. Big up all of the gifters them every time. I want to keep the thing going, you know. You don't know. Jamaica. That 1983 election, the PNP had all right to avoid that election. Because the voters list need cleaning up. Several persons were showing up, have voting at their mother name with dead and gone. All man have voting a woman name. The list needed to clean up. And so Michael Manley said that he will not take part in that 1983 election. And rightfully so. And what happened, Jamaica? They ruled the country in an iron fist. Those years under Siaga was so difficult. And they would have ruled without an opposition. There wasn't any excuse. Jamaica, there shouldn't be any excuse. And them alone were in a power. Them have access to the treasury. Them have access to complete and do as them please. No opposition was there to hinder them from ruling. And Siaga ruled the country with an iron fist between 1983 to 1989. But God was on the side of the People's National Party. And I tell you why. If the election was called in 1983 and him rule 84, 85, 86, 88, 89, all right. But you see what God do? God sent the 1988 Hurricane Gilbert. Yeah? And a year after, the election was called again. And the amount of money Edward Seaga and the Labour Party got to rebuild, I think Andrew Holness confessed. Andrew Holness confessed and said the amount of zinc we come at Jamaica could have re-roofed the entire country. September 12, 1988, Hurricane Gilbert blew up.
Hey,
Andrew Holness talking about the amount. Said the amount of zinc where Seaga and the Labour Party get 1988 after the hurricane, it was enough to re-roof everybody's house.
Hey, y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now. Stop playing. Support, support, support. The like button is free, heard?
Don't ever believe that a politician is a leader. Don't ever believe that. Because the system that we have produces politicians. It doesn't produce leaders. And so you can have a politician who knows nothing about leadership and he's leading you. Politicians are concerned about the next election. That's all.
And when the nurses, them about Lord, Jamaica people, they say the nurse them walk off of the job. Accident and emergency, nurses at the University Hospital of the West Indies walk off the job protesting overcrowding. Lord have mercy. UE is a cesspool indeed created by Dr. Christopher Tufton. Only no see nothing yet. Back to the substantial issue, class. We stay focused. Jamaica people. Well, Andy, only no realize when me see the restriction gone, you know. Cause GIFA come in. Yes, man, the restriction gone. I realized there was a restriction up there, but I realized that the restriction has now disappeared. So the GIF them able to come through. Thank you, guys. Look like TikTok work with me this morning, man. But anyway, my people, back to the argument. I live to see the Prime Minister come confess. And the Prime Minister come confess and said that the amount of money that Edward Seaga gotten after the 1988 hurricane, the amount of zinc we come at Jamaica could have re-roofed the entire houses right across the length and breadth of Jamaica. I know me say it, you know, Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness said that they would have gotten more money in 1988 than what he get for Hurricane Melissa. That me hear come out of him mouth. The man confessed out of him mouth, Jamaica. And what did the Labour Party do in 1988 when Edward Seaga realized, say he has been in office for the past 6 years, him alone, and I rule the country with an iron fist, and God sent a hurricane. He suffered the people. And after the hurricane and the aid and all of the support came to fix roof Jamaica and the food, oh God Almighty, Edward Seaga and the Jamaica Labour Party shut the container doors with the food them. My parents tell me, say, when them bust the container, them Jamaica think. They look like them people and get what me I say, you know. Me say, the food supplies came to Jamaica. The zinc them and everything that is supposed to rebuild the country came to rebuild Jamaica. And the Jamaica Labour Party withheld the aid from the people. All because what?
Emotional damage.
The momentum would have shifted on the ground. He did not treat the people of this country good during the term. And so the hurricane came Jamaica and this man got the help. This container them come with food supplies. Me no say no give away food Jamaica, no get me wrong. No get me wrong, say you never fix no house top. No, me no say that. But I am telling you, Jamaica, that the history books are there, the records are there, showing that container after container after container was withheld from the people. Some hardware stuff with board and zinc and all of these things. What they did in 1988, the Labour Party sent the zinc them and the board and everything got hardware, and the nasty dirty hardware people them sell the zinc them and things them to the people. And to make matters worse, Jamaica, if you don't believe me, go on a Bob Marley beach in a St. Thomas. Those who can dive and go out there, go swim. I am telling you today, the 23rd of June, if you don't go out there, go swim on Bob Marley beach at St. Thomas and you go out there, millions of dollars are below that seabed. Zinc under the seabed because the Jamaica Labour Party carry the container load of zinc, go dump it in the sea instead of helping the people. All because why? They would have voted against Siaga 1989. The Jamaica Labour Party are some wicked, dirty people, them. And look and see if it is not the same strategy that Andrew Holness is using. It is almost 9 months now since Hurricane Melissa, and not one house this government has not given to the people who would have suffered from Melissa. Not one house. We don't see them get out yet, and the people continue to suffer. I hear say when them bust all the container, them salt fish, all kind of things with comfy health. I hear say Jamaica stink. Because they would have kept the food from the people so that the things them start to spoil. Me might young but me read. And when me can read, me elders them tell me. And who don't like the truth, that's why it pains my heart today to see and know that the people have been here before. And because of licky and greed, they chose to put back the Labour Party in power. We will suffer, Jamaica. We must suffer and we must continue to suffer because we knew what the Labour Party stands for. We know what them stand for. Well, Jamaica, I don't want to tell nobody no lie. You want to know hear it for yourself. I want you to hear it for yourself. The Prime Minister of this country, Andrew Holness, confessing to the sins committed in 1988 under the Jamaica Labour Party. Listen to the Prime Minister confess. Listen to him. Listen to the Prime Minister.
No big sick is over us.
Listen to him.
Our global strategies. Nobody force us. No big sick is over us. We're at the table. So that's very important for what we're about to do with NARA. Nobody's coming to give us any aid. This is either money that we are going to generate from our own taxes, money that we're going to borrow and use wisely, or money that people are going to come and spend here because they see they can get a return, their money is safe, and there is value to be created. I said something, it was picked up in the media, but I'll say it again. Jamaica got less money for Hurricane Melissa than it got for Hurricane Gilbert. Think about that. Jamaica got enough zinc in Hurricane Gilbert that it could re-roof the entire country. What happened to a lot of that zinc? Those of you who are older than me and who are around would know. I'm not going to go into that history. Open all wounds.
I wonder if the people of Jamaica hear the concession by this man. Wonder if they hear Prime Minister Andrew Holness confess.
He needs some milk.
Jamaica people, who do not hear the Prime Minister of Jamaica, they confess out of him out. So that the country would have gotten enough things to remove the entire house in this country. The man said that Siaga would have gotten more money than what he get today in a 2026. God Almighty, you do not see and hear. Listen to the Prime Minister, make me play it again because I not tell no lie on the Labour right them. Listen for yourself again.
Our global strategies. Nobody force us. No big sick is over us. We're at the table. So that's very important for what we're about to do with NARA. Nobody's coming to give us any aid. This is either money that we are going to generate from our own taxes, money that we're going to borrow and use wisely, or money that people are going to come and spend here because they see they can get a return, their money is safe, and there is value to be created. I said something, it was picked up in the media, but I'll say it again. Jamaica got less money for Hurricane Melissa than it got for Hurricane Gilbert. Think about that. Jamaica got enough zinc in Hurricane Gilbert that it could re-roof the entire country. What happened to a lot of that zinc? Those of you who are older than me and who are around would know. I'm not going to go into that history. Open all wounds. But there's no aid that is going to come. So everything that we do in reconstruction must be done on a commercial basis. And we have to look at the economics of it. That point needs to seep through into everybody in this room, and we will say it publicly as well. There's no charity here. So that also means we have to work harder than ever to make sure nothing is wasted.
Jamaica don't hear it for itself. Jamaica don't hear it for itself. Yeah, Paula just had it up as breaking news. Say them a protest up at UE Hospital, the nurses, them accident and emergency. Yeah, man, I had it up earlier a while ago. Jamaica. You heard the confession of the Prime Minister. The man say Edward Siaga would have gotten more money for Gilbert. Yeah? Than what him Andrew get for Hurricane Melissa today. So what has the Jamaica Labour Party done with that money? Huh? No, me have to ask, you know. Look the trillions which Andrew get today. Remember the money would have value more then than today. So what happened to all that? Remember no, me talking, you know, the Prime Minister says Siaga received more money for Hurricane Gilbert then than what he has received for Hurricane Melissa today. The man even go further to say that the amount of zinc where the Labour Party received for Hurricane Gilbert could have re-roofed everybody's house top in this country. I know me said the things them and Andrew the man went back to say them are something are old wounds and he no need to rehash all because it was his government in power. So he no want to rehash and open up the old wounds. Yeah? But if when the PNP they keep going back and going back and going back, we will suffer. We must continue to suffer at the hands of the Labour Party because we know what Labour Party is about and what them stand for. Yes. And so Jamaica, we are here today in a predicament where the Prime Minister owed to the people of this country an address to the nation. Yesterday, Monday, Jamaicans are look for hear the Prime Minister come out and say, my fellow citizens and residents, and address the nation. How is it that other nations who are at the table like Jamaica, yeah, I go tell US that they cannot receive these 10,000 people? And America listen. But when it come on to Jamaica, there wasn't any negotiation. We only hear say the deal and the MOU signed already. So how other nations are in dialogue before them sign this MOU? Yeah. What is it that the Jamaican government has promised the United States for us to sign that MOU already? Oh, now hear me the live get quiet. I saw the class interested. 400 and odd people sit down and listen. You know, all right? Had the live very quiet. Me not see no comment. Me not see the screen a top up. Everybody taking a back.
Let me know when I watch from. All right.
Understand it.
All right, for people.
Watch them. First labeling of these reports. Well, according to Attorney General, the Commission and Kevon Stevenson have failed to properly interpret and apply Section 48(1)(a) of the Integrity Commissions Act in purporting to compel submission of documents that contain material concerning the personal privacy of the officials. Section 48 empowers the Director of Investigations to compel documents or information specifying that no secrecy obligation, including the Official Secrets Act, can block compliance. However, it also provides that no one can be compelled to produce material protected by legal professional privilege or which they could not otherwise be compelled to produce in court, a protection the government argues extends to sensitive personal data in the employment files.
Cam Transfert, compagnie Paola, numéro 1 dans transfert l'agent avec transfert manger. L'agent délivré en bas 2 heures. Livraison manger tout côté en Haïti. Pour plus d'informations, relais ou bien visiter site web nous ou bien passer dans le bureau Cam qui pi près là. Cam, c'est qualité service nous bail qui fait nous différents.
So you are telling me that there are sensitive personal data in these individuals' employment files. Remember in Jamaica that these are not medical records. these are employment files, which means them employ you, so you depend on the record. What Jamaica could have been so private about these persons that the ministry employs? Eh? Your file must state your name, where you come from, where you go to school, yeah, your skills, yeah, your qualification, your education background. Those are what make up your employment file. Nobody asks those who were employed to the ministry to tell the Integrity Commission their medical records. They never ask for that. They ask for employment records of current and past employees that the government employed during a particular time, because the Integrity Commission have reasonably information that corruption took place during these few years. Why is it that the Jamaica Labour Party is seeking to block access to getting these information? It is the same reason why Andrew Holness today is not certified for 4 years now. Because information that will show that the Prime Minister is corrupt is being withheld by Andrew Holness himself. If you are not a corrupt leader and they are asking you for certain information, why not give it to them and give them the benefit of the doubt? But instead, you withheld those information, and so you want to force the court so that the Integrity Commission can certify you. No! You have to give the requisite information required by the Integrity Commission. And failure to do so, you will not be certified and your entity will be deemed corrupt. That is why we are here, Jamaica. Huh? The Commission has rejected the government's argument. Listen carefully. The Commission has rejected the government's argument, noting that Winston Green was complying with the request for documents well before the court action was filed. Senior investigator Sanjay Harrising stated in a sworn affidavit that the files were needed to identify handwriting samples, banking details, and contact information necessary to verify any nexus of potential fraud and irregularities identified in the award of contracts by the Ministry of Health and Wellness. He said that the investigation had identified several ministry officials as integral to engagements and payments to a contractor, and that the probe had revealed evidence of familial links between staff of the Ministry of Health and Wellness and the contractors. According to him, the Integrity Commission's investigative powers ought not to be easily overridden by general privacy concerns without context. Stevens similarly argued that based on Harrising's evidence, the request for the files is anything but sweeping and is instead relevant and targeted as the investigation evolved. The applicants, who is the Attorney General and the Permanent Secretary Green, and the respondents' interest in preserving the public interest together with the detection, prevention and prosecution of acts of corruption and possible fraud of which there is already probative evidence collected, shows that the personnel files requested are demonstrably justified in the circumstances. Stevens also argued that requests for personnel and employment files had assisted the Commission in previous investigations that resulted in criminal prosecutions, including one matter now before the Westmoreland Parish Court. The Commission further argued that the Health Ministry was not unique in receiving such requests, and according to Stevens, in 8 other investigations where the Commission requested personnel files, 8 government entities complied fully without relying on the Data Protection Act to resist disclosure. 8 other government entities have fulfilled identical requests in other investigations without seeking to rely on any prejudice, as it is my belief that they share the common interest of the preservation of the public interest and public purse and the detection of any corruption if it exists. All government bodies and departments should share this common interest. Stevens also detailed that he described as prolonged resistance to the Commission's effort to serve documents. He said the Commission granted multiple extensions between August and September of last year before Green allegedly began declining calls and ignoring messages from investigators. A senior investigator alleged in an affidavit that a process server intercepted Green in the car park of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, where Green refused to accept service of the documents and thereafter vacated the premises. The commission ultimately served the summons on March 2nd of this year, more than 6 months after the original notice. So right there and then, Jamaica, there is a blatant attempt to suppress the Integrity Commission. 6 months then corner the man in the car park at the Ministry of Health and ask him to provide information 6 months ago. And when they call the man a decline then call and no one comply with the Integrity Commission. So now the Integrity Commission have to send out a summons spanning backside, forcing him now to compel. What a shame and disgrace in the ministry them. Can you imagine, Jamaica? Stevens argue the delay was fatal to the government's bid for an extension of time to challenge the August 2025 notice last year, noting judicial review applications must generally be filed within 3 months of when grounds arise. According to him, the Health Ministry was well aware of the investigation and participated in the process, the provision of evidence, including the giving of statement from as early as 2023 and up to 2025 in October. The commission also argued the case brought by the government and the Health Ministry amounts to an abuse of process, with similar issues already before the courts in the case of the state-owned Spectrum Management Authority and its managing director, Dr. Mariah Myers Hamilton, which also involves a personnel file demand. Justice Carol Barnaby granted the SMA permission to seek judicial review of an Integrity Commission request for personnel file. The Attorney General initially sought to intervene in the case as an interested party in January, seeking orders and to file evidence. However, it later amended its application in April to seek participation only through written and oral submissions. Stevens argued the government should have raised its concerns there rather than filing a new case. This application is frivolous and vexatious and should be dismissed on these bases. However, Green has countered, arguing that the notices and summons issued to him and the Ministry of Health are not before the court in the Spectrum Management Authority case. He said even if the Attorney General effort to participate were granted, the orders sought there would not touch the notice and summons directed at him or the investigation into the ministry's personnel file. Now, who is Jamaica's minister? The Attorney General. Who is the Attorney General of Jamaica? Because it is clear that you are the problem. Yes. You are the problem now, Mr. Attorney General. And for those individuals who are not aware of the functions of the Attorney General, the Attorney General is there to look out for the government and to protect their every move. But under the current Attorney General, the amount of case this administration lose, the amount of money this administration have to pay out to citizens. Every court case brought against the government, them lose. Well, tomorrow, Mark Golding say anyhow them not table it in a parliament tomorrow, you know. He's taking the matter to court. And you and I know that when Mark Golding decide to take a matter to court, he have grounds to stand on. And I can tell you this, Jamaica, on this blessed holiday. Honestly, anyhow Mark Golding carried a matter to court, and the court rule in favor of the Integrity Commission for those reports to be tabled. You know, say I done it done for Andrew Holness though. Anyhow, the court said that the report must tabled, and what them bring before them is null and void. I done it done for Andrew Michael Holness. Yeah, it is finished for the Jamaica Labour Party. For the love of me, I cannot understand if I am there for good governance. Yeah? And if I am there against corruption and things are brought to my attention, if I have nothing to do with corruption and if I am all about good governance, Jamaica, I would have ensured that these matters are brought before the parliament and allow the chips to fall where they may. That is what a good leader would do, you know. A leader don't stand behind corruption because his party stands to lose. Huh? What Andrew Holness is doing is putting party above, yeah, the governance of this country. How is it that institutions put in place to hold governments accountable? Whether PNP in a power, the Integrity Commission will be there to breathe down them back. So this has nothing to do with politics. It has everything to do with good governance. And by all measure, it shows that the Jamaica Labour Party is not about good governance. Because you cannot tell me that an institution that is there to hold public officials accountable, they are trying every way to block the powers given to these institutions. Jamaica, I personally believe, that when it comes on to the Integrity Commission should be similar to the FBI or the CIA in the United States, or the Interpol that is in Europe. Public sector or public sector service at any level is not private sector. So for the government to intervene, something no smell right. This is a public matter. And for the government to want to intervene in a public matter, something is there that they are hiding, Jamaica. This is something to watch keenly. Yeah? Public officials, such as those employed in whatever capacity in ministries, whether on boards, whether you work as a CEO, whether you work in the offices that run a hospital, whatever it is, you have to have a particular qualification to get these public service jobs. And once you join the public sector, Jamaica, you must be open for public scrutiny by the institutions that put there to audit entities, to scrutinize you as a public servant, and to bring you to the books whether you are worthy as a public servant. A public servant, Jamaica, you are a teacher, a nurse, a policeman, a doctor, a lawyer. You serve the public. Yeah? You cannot, as a teacher, as a public servant, when people picnic come before you for you to teach them, you engage in activities other than learning. And when accusations are made against you, and an audit team comes in, and these are the findings, so you trouble little pitney, or if you work in an establishment, a public entity like a hospital, and you are the CEO, the nurse, the doctor, the director, and when you get to spend public money, and the audit team comes in to see that public money is well spent, because you claim so you want things, and taxpayers' money fund these things, and persons are now auditing these places to see to it that what you asked for was provided and they are there. Why is it that you are fighting institutions that want to carry out their functions? Public officials, Jamaica, that are serving the public and don't want to be scrutinized. Then I am asking you to join the private sector. You know, when they scrutinize you and the ministry, take up your big sour lump of lard and go join the private sector. You are a public servant, and as long as you are a part of the public sector, you will be held accountable. Enough of you now. You have joined the corruption bandwagon, and we are going to make a public example of them and those, including you. You are a disgrace from the time you were at the South Health Regional Authority. You mash up down there and you gone down a Cornwall Regional Hospital and you are a disgrace. And now them further elevate you as permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health. Well, let me tell you something, dirty man. Lift up your blouse and skirt. Because Dr. Daz will not work with you as his permanent secretary. So I can tell you from now, when the PNP forms the next government, nobody give them no hard time as permanent secretary. Rub out yourself. And I'm going to erase you. We know in a long talking with you as permanent secretary, and a lot of people don't understand what the word permanent mean. It means that you are there for life. Nothing can move you, only by death, or if you wish to voluntarily move. And so whether PNP come in a power or JLP in a power, you are a permanent secretary. So you have to work with either administration. But me I tell you, dirty man, we don't want the likes of you, and we don't want your kaba rub off and Dr. Daz. So me I ask you kindly, give the Integrity Commission what it asked you for, and nobody further bring down the Jamaica Labour Party more than how it has been brought down to its knees. My lovely people, this is where I am leaving it for today. For that one, thank you. I really appreciate all the gifters and all those who tapped the screen. We have to work together, and that you guys did. I really appreciate. Now, my lovely people, for those of you who are just joining, class to start yet, we just go start. So don't believe like say, oh no late for class. Class just a start. I decided to start my class this morning in a particular way until I saw Nationwide made this post. Thank you, two Benz. Blessings every time. Appreciate it. I saw Nationwide made this post that is so disingenuous. And so one thing with the People's National Party, we are not going to follow up any form of propaganda or anything that is promulgated by state media nationwide to give any fire to anything that is unnecessary. So as long as this platform is here, we are going to speak the truth, and no care how they say we defaming them and defamation. The only thing that can stand up to defamation is the truth. And that is the reason why they cannot attack the DREBRIAN show, and they cannot attack DREBRIAN, because what I put out there, if it not go so, it nearly go so. Now people, morning Dr. Orin Cole, big up yourself. I realize that the Labour Party and the Labour Rights are trying to come up with a narrative that there is issue between Damian Crawford, the member for Northwest St. Catherine, and Peter Bunting, the member for South Manchester. Jamaica people, take it from me. All right? You see this headline? Crawford stepped down from PAC amid alleged tensions with Bunting. This is not so. This is not so. And I see the Labour Rights team run with a clip where Damian Crawford was asking Peter Bunting in the PAC meeting, who is the chairman for the meeting, right? I get to understand that some of us as members of parliament only love to throw a tantrum. Peter Bunting is the chairman of the PAC. Peter Bunting is just like the Speaker of the House for the PAC meeting. So all of you on both sides, when you come a PAC meeting, you sit down on the backside in the PAC meeting and take orders from Peter Bunting and him run the PAC meeting and and that me say and that me mean. Now, since I don't want to know PNP business Labour right, let me give two no. Damian Crawford was the one that asked to be removed from the PAC meeting. Simply mean him not qualify for what is going to throw down next week. You not hear about it? Come sit down good. This is a chess. Come dirty Labour right, because since I don't want to hear PNP business, let me give two no. The reason why Damian Crawford excused himself, voluntarily stepped down from the PAC meeting is not because of no issues with him and Peter Bunting. He stepped down because the next sitting of the PAC meeting come next Tuesday. The Ministry of Health will be in the hot seat. Come on now, Labour Rights. Come. Who in the PAC meeting that can step to the Ministry of Health. There is no such person. So the People's National Party play a chess move to which Damian Crawford volunteered to step down so as to facilitate Dr. Dawes. Yes, who can put the question under the labor right them blouse and skirt at the Ministry of Health. We are on the next Tuesday when we sit down in a PAC meeting. Let me ask you something, Labour Party. People can leave or join one committee. Me know see our MP seat. The PAC meeting is a set seat which had from you win it, you can't come out. You were nominated to sit there. People them never vote for no. And nominate and put them up on the PAC meeting. That means they can remove you any time they want. But one thing when we realize, for a party we win. For a party we win, they sure have them in a defense mode in Jamaica and they're miserable for the last 5 months. You don't realize how the labor rights them miserable. Me say them just hit down there like some piranha and wait for see some foolishness that take place in the PNP. If you run with it, if you overshadow the corruption we are swarm the country, it will not happen as long as DREBRIAN sit down on the platform here. What me say? So come done labor right. When I can't focus on all of the wonderful things the government do. Come no Labour Party. I never plan to start my class like this, but since they want to run with a narrative, you know we have to shut down the propaganda. Me want to ask the Labour rights them and those who support the Jamaica Labour Party, why you can't focus on all of the wonderful things that the government do? Where are their successes? Where are the prosperity that the Labour Party says it's bringing? Where are the improvements in this country? Why is it that nationwide and the Labour rights them not focus on the improvements, the wonderful things them, the prosperity and the successes of the Jamaica Labour Party? Why make you so miserable and not focus on the PNP? Well, me give to Uno dirty Labour right. The reason why Crawford stepped down from the PAC meeting, he make room for somebody who is qualified to speak on matters concerning the Ministry of Health. One need to focus on. I wonder what I'm going to tell the country next week when the Ministry of Health is being grilled by Dr. Dawes. You don't think we don't have sense in the PNP? You don't think we are going to make somebody sit down from PAC board when we have no knowledge of what going on the Ministry of Health? No. It was a chess move by the People's National Party, and Damian Crawford decided that he's going to excuse himself and make way for Dr. Dawes, who is qualified to speak on matters concerning healthcare. One more combo, Peter Bunting and Damian Crawford alleged. Alleged. And if Peter Bunting and Damian Crawford want to have them problems, so what? So what if Peter Bunting and Crawford want to have them problems? Only not hear about the dirty problem we are going in a Funo party. Come sit down, yes. Me not even go talk much more about this. As Mr. Jamaica people, I mean I talk to them, me talk about the comrades. Comrades, where they one side and I say, Lord, what this now? I want not a thing I want in the PNP, a propaganda push out there by the Labour rights them. So take it from me, who know the ins and outs behind the scenes of what is happening. Rest assured, my lovely people, Damian Crawford voluntarily asked to be replaced with Dr. Dawes. Why? Because next week, Tuesday, at the next sitting of the PAC meeting, the Ministry of Health will be under the microscope. There is nobody on the PAC meeting who works or is qualified enough to ask the question to the Ministry of Health. And so it is only fair, it is only right that we replace somebody that is more qualified to speak on the Ministry of Health. Okay, Jamaica? Okay, my comrades, rest assured, that is why the move was done. All right, let's move on now. Since as you don't want the judgment and the passa, because you want to put passa in a PNP when there is no passa, no create it. Well, since as you don't love create passa, make me push out the passa that is a fact that is taking place in the Jamaica Labour Party. Come here. Winston Ennis, they say you kicky bucket again. Come here, sir. Come here, Winston Ennis. Them say you kick the bucket again. Me telling you, Jamaica people, what not happening a day, we happen in a year. What not happening a day, we can't happen in a year. All right? For those of us who don't know the backstory, who remember local government election when the PNP mash up KSAMC and take charge down there, 20 seats for the PNP, 20 seats for the JLP, there was a tie. But because the majority who voted for the PNP, even though it was a tie, The PNP assumed the mayor for Kingston because we have the majority vote. Even though a corporation tie with 20 in the PNP and 20 on the Labour Party, we became the mayor because the law states where there is a tie, the party which has the most votes or the popular vote will assume the mayorship. That is how Mayor Swaby become the mayor, you know. And that is why this man, the Jamaica Labour Party, become the deputy mayor. Now, Jamaica, it was brought to my attention that the Jamaica Labour Party realized that Ennis down there, desire Winston Ennis down there as the deputy mayor, we are represent them. He now cut no dash, you know, hear from him, he now play the part as deputy mayor, he now do no acting role, nothing. But how can he, after what y'all have done to Winston Ennis? Only no remember dirty thing about Jai. Only no remember Jai Cattrell. How Jai Cattrell bring down the man and scandalize the man. Only no remember the bad word, y'all. What then do poor Winston Ennis na the KCMC, but I him take the KCMC and give to the People's National Party. Anywhere! Because since as they want to talk about passa, make we give them the mix up in the Labour Party. Come here, Labour rights. Jamaica people. Remember, it was 2020, you know. 20 seats for PNP, 20 seats for the JLP, and the deputy mayor after the local election was who? No Feda. Remember, Swaby down there run as the mayor for the PNP, and we control KCNC, and it was Delroy Williams who became the deputy mayor. Remember, said Delroy Feda resigned as the deputy mayor for the Jamaica Labour Party at the KCMC and become MP down at Central Clarendon. Don't you remember? Come dance, Labour. Me say then dance. Follow me now, comrades. Because I don't know say you have the light. Come let me bust it out, player. Come here. As me say, the KCMC tie 20 PNP, 20 JLP. Mayor Swaby become the mayor. Delroy Williams, aka Feda, is the deputy mayor. Later on, Andrew shoved Delroy Williams in our seat at Central Clarendon, so he had to give up the deputy mayor position. No, so it go. You can't serve two masters one time. So he resigned. Delroy Williams resigned as the deputy mayor and gone to Clarendon as a member of parliament. Remember, Dennis Gordon also resigned after becoming a MP. Remember, you know, same thing. Dennis Gordon resigned after he became a MP. Now, you have 18 in the Jamaica Labour Party coming from 20, and you have 19 belonging to the People's National Party. Yesterday, listen now, yesterday, 2 of their councillors, you know, were overseas. We tell you how they love use taxpayer money as them like. Yesterday, KCMC meeting fi take place. Remember them don't have a lesser majority, you know, 18 of them and 19 are we now. Yesterday, 2 of them councillors stuck overseas, leaving it 19 seats for the PNP and 16 seats for the Jamaica Labour Party. Follow me now, like a Anglo no dirty blouse and skirt, you know, too wicked. What me say, I go and chat out who no business in the Labour Party, because the PNP never trouble uno. Yes. So now, 2 of them councillors get stuck overseas and they miss the meeting, leaving 19 seats for the PNP and 16 seats for the Jamaica Labour Party. So, the motion to elect Councillor Lorraine Dobson as the deputy mayor, carried by a clear majority. Come here, no dunce Labour right, you no come here. Without the mayor even having to use a casting vote. What is them problem? What is them problem? Remember, so the PNP never strong-armed them, you know, as they did to the PNP in Clarendon when it was a clear majority vote. Remember, in a Clarendon, when the corporation of Clarendon tie, the law said where there is a tie, the party with the majority vote must assume the mayorship. That never stopped them from being them bad, dirty self and still give the mayorship to the Labour right. You don't remember? So when the blousers curtain were turned down from PNP for, one what turned down from PNP for Dunce Labour right. We have the majority. It's 19 and we are 16 and uno. And if we fought me couldn't stuck overseas. And if we fought me couldn't no cast the vote, but you know they walk out a meeting. Come tell Jamaica people why me couldn't really walk out of the meeting. Jamaica people, judgment again in the Labour Party. Only no hear what them do Ennis. And it's gonna tell Jamaica people, Wamek, you put the labor rights in our mess again. Come tell them for yourself, Winston Ennis. Me why you tell them, because me not tell them. Come here, labor rights. Come listen to what they have done to Winston Ennis. Make Winston have to resign as the deputy mayor. Come listen to Winston Ennis, Jamaica. Judgment in a labor party. Listen, ya Jamaica.
All the same thing, and all the discrimination against me of things that I'm not guilty of. I made a voice note in a group that is all labor right in the group. Somebody took out that voice note out of the JLB group and sent it to nationwide. No, I have not spoken to no news media. I have not spoken to any news media. Number one, I think it was Cleaner. Somebody called me on the line. I didn't know it was a media house. And when I asked who is this, and they said Cleaner, I said, have a good day. I have a good day. I have nothing to say. So I have not spoken to any media house. I'm in a private JLP group that is called Information Media. It is our personal group. Everybody in there is supposed to be JLP. And we are discussing, and I've been my feeling. I don't expect anyone to take it and send to nationwide. I'm driving on Constant Spring Road. I hear breaking news, and I listen. I was a breaking news. However, what was said, I don't know why anyone is upset about it. I have not given anything to any PNP. But I have listened to Joy. I listened to Joy. Joy was in Belmont Road, which evening, Monday evening, and they were tearing me to pieces. And Joy never came to my defense. As a matter of fact, she said some things about me that I never expect Joy to say. You understand? And I don't hold it against Joy. I have given up nothing. The party leader, Mr. Andrew Ole, says he wants to meet me and have a discussion with me. And I told Dr. Cham who called me and told me that I will make myself available whenever the party leader chooses to call me and talk to me. I have not given anything to the PNP. I have not given anything to the PNP. The PNP can only go to KSAC and nominate a mayor. The PNP can't come nominate a deputy mayor unless one of us walk away. So all this entourage against me in the night here is uncalled for. And I thought Joy was more smarter than that. But now I know my friends. I know my friends now. I know I must be careful of the people I associate with.
Jamaica no hear the passa and the judgment in the Labour Party, and them figure focus on them fight out Winston Ennis a corporation and make the PNP now have both mayor and deputy mayor. Listen the judgment in the Labour Party. Listen them.
The people who come into my space, yes, I know. Joy, if anyone had told me that you had bailed this out away, I said it's lie. But they sent it to me. Somebody get it from overseas and send it to me and ask me, isn't this Joy your counterpart? And I had to say yes. I have not done anything. I haven't given away anything. I hear you accusing me of becoming a get power. And I get 8-7 years, I know whatever I did. Come on, Joy. No, Joy. You should not have gone down that road. You have soured the water between you and I. You have access to me. And regardless how you feel because of something you hear, you can call me and talk to me. You don't have to go down that road. What have I done to Northeast? I've always protected Northeast and I'm still doing that. What have I given the PNP? I want one of you come and explain to me what I've given the PNP. I hear some idiot in the group talking about conflicts. What is there to be fixed? There's nothing there to be fixed. The PNP got nothing. I gave them nothing. Come on, Joy. And I let them know, especially you, Joy. You know what has happened. And you know the disrespect that I've gone through, Joy. You knew it.
You hear that, Jamaica? You hear what Winston Ennis say? She, Joy of all person, know the disrespect when he endure in the Jamaica Labour Party. A judgment of what I know. Me I say it in Jamaica, you know, hear the man saying up his step down because Joy know the disrespect where the Jamaica Labour Party has been disrespected in for the year. So how the backside Labour writer talk about how PNP appoint one of them own? How them come and talk about PNP appoint one of them own as deputy mayor? But let me tell you something, Labour Party. Lorraine Dab stand down no blouse and skirt in the corporation. When me say one Lorraine Dab stand down no blouse and skirt. You don't think you say nothing yet? Listen to the passa we are take place in the Labour camp. Listen here.
You knew it. I hear me talk about it at Belmont Road Monday night. And I didn't mince my word with Delroy and the Deputy Gensek and Desmond. I didn't mince my word. I said what I have to say. And I stood my ground. And I'm still standing my ground. But I'm giving away nothing. But the way you have reacted and the way how your followers have reacted, I may just do what you accuse me of doing. I may just do what you have accused me of doing. I'm tempted to go down the road and do what you and your colleagues have accused me of doing. I'm tempted to go down and do that. It's just that I have an agreement already with the Prime Minister to go and have a dialogue with him. And so by daylight in the morning, I have to make a decision whether I go and do what you people accuse me of doing or I go and talk to the Prime Minister.
Judgment! And then there's something that if you focus on in the Jamaica Labour Party, then come up and come and talk about PNP and Crawford, mighty God Labour done. Come tell Jamaica why Winston Ennis stepped down as the deputy mayor. And that if you can talk about who I run with headline. Away there, I run with headline, but PNP councillors elect one of their own as deputy mayor of Kingston. What wrong with them people here? Not for hell will they put out the truth so that the people of this country can be informed and well informed on what is happening. They rather corrupt the minds of the people. Dirty nationwide news network. Where you ever go hear about one party and nominate them own? The two-sided sit down in there, but I can't realize that the PNP outnumber uno. I know we tell you if it's stuck America and can't come at me. How are the blouse and skirt this for me? I know we tell you if it's stuck a foreign. I know we telling us if you put on yourself as MP, if you resign. Remember, I said the two of them were in there in Jamaica. Come sit down. Remember, the corporation tie. PNP win it by the majority vote, and that's why Swaby sit down there as the mayor. But Delroy Williams of the JLP was the deputy mayor. Delroy Williams gonna Clarendon as a MP. You can't serve the two central and local government at the same time. So he had to resign, which means that the thing unbalanced now. Because Delroy Williams resigned as the deputy mayor. So we have with 20 seats and them have 19. But equally, Dennis Gordon of the PNP winning seat as a MP. So he had to resign from the corporation and a focus on central government. So I think tie 1919. Now, so it go, yes, Jamaica. Remember now, one Labour Right councillor passed away. So them have 18 and we have 19. Right? Yesterday, they have the meeting. Them have 18, we have 19. Two of them councillors get stuck a foreign yesterday, so we still have 19 councillors, them have 16. They were told that a nomination was going to take place. It is no fault of ours why they never present themselves and get stuck a foreign. So when them see the headline and run about JLP councillors walk out to corporate, you don't have a right to walk out. You never stand a chance. Y'all were outnumbered. It's 16 and 19 and we never stand a chance. The rule must stand. Delroy resign as the deputy mayor and we want a next deputy mayor because too much pressure upon Mayor Swaby. But you see how God good? You see how God Almighty, that's why I say me have to praise Daddy Jesus every day, morning, noon and night. You see how God good? God make sure. Mr. Telling say them battles where the country a fight. A father God a fight them a battles. Mr. God a fight the labor rights. God a fight the you see your man go in peaceful in the parliament. You see your man go in conscience free. Mr. Andrew sit down, Andrew and easy. Andrew look and comfort. When you look on the labor rights side, they look miserable and unhappy. If you look on the PNP, them they look refined and fresh and ready to work. A peer judgment, a pitch pan the labor right because God Almighty knows enough of them will sit down over there and deserve to go back over them. He said, God I go beat them that term, yeah. Me tell me son, I'm going to know no peace at all in that third term. You don't think a joke? You don't think a joke? Jamaica people, what make them wicked so? A stage protest and a walk out of the car park. That's why you see Swaby sit down in the calm. You think Swaby pay them no mind? Swaby no pay them not because what? The majority rules. And 19 away and 16 are uno. All if the other two are uno did come from America, it still couldn't help uno. And now we telling us if we give Delroy seat in a Clarendon. And now we telling if we give him seat down a Clarendon when he have to step down. So one who come now a take set from poor Winston Ennis for. As deputy mayor. The man cannot manage it. And him decide to watch it, then say Jai send voice note. And what is now? Then say Jai respond. And what is now Jamaica backside? And what is again in the Jamaica Labour Party? And what is now? How a Jaya say no?
You understand? And you're coming to say now that people that meet younger with people that ostracize you. You can't tell me that because me never discuss it with nobody. You understand? Until you can tell me one who was there with me. You understand? And I discuss it one.
Yeah, them a mix up politician. What the backside is going on in the Jamaica Labour Party? Yeah, them a politician in Jamaica or they mix up. Yeah, they uno hear ya.
When me say, me don't want to hear that. You understand? You say your piece, me say my piece. Because it's what you do. You understand? And you're coming to say now that people that meet younger with people are ostracized.
Oh, Paul, good morning, me baby, good man. You know, hear them a mix up the way they go on in the Jamaica Labour Party. Hear them a politician or they mix up. You know, hear them a judgment and mix up in the Jamaica Labour Party.
You understand? And you're coming to say now that people that meet younger with people are ostracize you. You can't tell me that because me never discuss it with nobody. You understand? Until you can tell me one who was there with me. You understand? And I discuss it one when me say, me don't want to hear that. You understand? You say your piece, me say my piece.
No, so I don't want to laugh, you know. I tell you, say class I got nice this morning, you know, no, believe. Jamaica people, you know, listen to the labor rights them. Passa, mix up is the order, the day, you know, for labor rights down at the KCMC. I tell you, say Swaby, I got mad on you know. I tell you, say Swaby, I got mad on you. And what's like how Lorien take the deputy, a judgment in the KCMC. Judgment in the KCMC. Jamaica time ago, and me have one whole heap of topic for discuss. Judgment in the Jamaica Labour Party. I just know if you focus on no sit down and focus about PNP. I hope you learn something in Jamaica, no take it from me. No pass in no PNP with Damian and Peter Bunting. No make sure so no listen what me say. That is the truth and the facts. So no study nationwide. The reason why Dr. Dawes joined the PAC and Crawford stepped down, them are going to start questioning the Ministry of Health, Dr. Tufton and the Permanent Secretary, all of them when the scandal. Next week, Tuesday, there will be a sit-down, the PAC meeting. Them are going to take set now on the Ministry of Health. Nobody done a PAC meeting, no in the medical field, if you ask them question. So that's why Damian Crawford excused himself and make room for Dr. Dawes to join the PAC so he can put them under pressure down. Now listen to Nationwide and then pass and mix up. Nationwide is there to spin the narrative for the government. You understand me? Nationwide is there to spin the narrative for the government. So Damian Crawford excused himself to make way for Dr. Dawes because he's more qualified to speak on the matters pertaining to the Ministry of Health. You don't understand me, people? So me not talk to the labor rights, some of the comrades them me talk to. Because I know some comrades might the one say, Lord, what this now, what and a PNP. Take it from me. This is the truth. No need to listen to NNN and follow the headlines and I say, kuya, Peter Bunting and Damian Crawford. No go so. One little click they have a circulate. Peter Bunting is the chairman for the PAC meeting. Damian Crawford asks question, and because Peter Bunting interject and says something, Damian Crawford typically at showing tantrum. You know Damian Crawford style already. He now go sit down there and take check and the man say Ray and him not say something. So because he's a chairman, every time you try to ask the lady a question, you intervene. That I'm right. And it is also the chairman right to guide the meeting accordingly. Nothing wrong if he stop Damian Crawford. But the labor right use a little click them now. If it's a tension a going in a PNP between Crawford and Peter Bunting, lion, wicked and bad. That's why them party are sink and a good on in a hole. And me, they have to cover and mold them up when they drop in a the ditch. When me say Jamaica people, come make we go down in it a little bit more, no? Jamaica people are here the toilet mouth woman from West Rural saying, come here you. Come here you, the donkey of the day. Come. Jamaica people. Oh, before me come on to she, make we say congratulations. Yes? Congratulations for PNP councillor for the Springfield division in East Kingston and Port Royal. Congratulations, Miss Lorien Dobson. One Lorien Dobson in East Kingston. Yeah, Philip Palwell strong. And that I go mad them. Congratulations to you, Madam Lorien Dobson. Now, while you put on your foot down there in the KCMC, shut them out. We have the majority and the majority stand. We have the leader, the mayor, and we also have a deputy who is from the PNP side. Me never like say them a deputy and them a JLP. No, and we a lead the corporation, and if you sit down with the mayor, if you sit down with the deputy mayor, that me see and that me mean. Congratulations once again to Miss Lorraine Dabbs. Move up, labor right. We don't see nothing yet. Wait until we ready for chant down Babylon in another campaign, and we are going to kick off a couple months from now. Jamaica people, let's move on. Come here, lady of the night. Donkey of the day. So, yesterday, for those of you who I tell the students them to get in the notion of listening to Parliament on a Tuesday, you know. So that's when the teacher come to class, well, we can depend on the same page or no one step ahead. Yesterday, Parliament take place. This I turn up in a Parliament. I talk about matters when no concern she, you know. The national security, you there. So how you gone in a healthcare? Come here, you. Yesterday, Juliet turned up in the Honorable House. I try to raise a motion against East Central St. Andrew MP, Dennis Garden, and Jack Den. Say she want bring the matter before what? Ethics Committee. This is upon the screen, the true donkey of the day. Say she a raise motion against Dennis Garden and Jack Den. I want bring him to Ethics Committee. What make me hate the Labour Party, so? What make me hate the Jamaica Labour Party? Let me ask you something, Juliet, and the Labour rights them. Is there any ethics within the Jamaica Labour Party? Come here. Me want to ask the Labour Party something this month. Me want to ask them if there's any ethics among the Jamaica Labour Party. How you turn up in the Honourable House of Parliament and take up something where you don't know about? You're working at the health field. You have nobody which has worked on a hospital. Oh, you turn up in the Honourable House. I try to raise motion against nobody where you don't know about. Come here, donkey of the week. Let me ask you something. Since as you want to talk about ethics, since as you want to talk about ethics, where the farmer MP for Southeast St. Mary. Come here, St. Mary people. You know me love you. Good morning to the Honourable Christopher Brown. Christopher Brown, what do you think? Me want to ask the Labour rights team. So, you know, remember the farmer MP where Chris Brown kick out down at Southeast St. Mary, Dr. Norman Dunn. Come here, you Cuthbert Flynn, because since as you want to talk about ethics. Who remember? This I don't know here saying this it was proven. Come here. Since I don't want to talk about ethics, I don't want to bring people got ethics committee. Come here, Juliet Cuthbert Flynn. Oh, you never turn up in the house when Norman Dunn was the MP. Remember when it was proven that Norman Dunn was doing business with the government. Yes, with the government. I take millions per month for the Anatomy tax office. Only no remember the millions of dollars where the government have to pay Norman Dunn for one whole building belonging to him. Come here now, you lady, where you talk about ethics committee. Come now. Me want to know if the Labour Party didn't refer the matter there to the ethics committee. And that me want to know how. Them not gonna like me, you know, cause me have my head pa my body and me not forget nothing. Me want to ask how Juliet Cuthbert and the Jamaica Labour Party didn't start. Remember the PNP couldn't do not much, you know, cause 49 of them and a 14 of we. So anything them say, I did law. Me want to ask the ghetto bicycle. Me want to ask Juliet Cuthbert and the Labour Party if them never seen nothing wrong with that to bring Norman Dunn before the ethics committee. Come here. When me tell you say the Jamaica Labour Party is the weapon that farm against taxpayers in other country, only no believe me, you know. The Jamaica Labour Party is the weapon that farm against taxpayers in other country. You want to tell me? Say nothing now going in the country, nothing now going in the government more than to take up something when no matter to you. And I got to talk about the matter must be brought before an ethics committee, all because it is alleged to have a PNP involved. So when the Labour rights them involved in the corruption, enough to go before one ethics committee. Oh. When this take the $80 million and give to a woman Ben Spunani. Only never find it unethical. Say the minister they give woman money to conduct business on the behalf of taxpayers of this. Only no believe say tough time should go sit down before the ethics commit. Come here no labor rights. Come here no labor rights. Eh? When this I went thief the money and find guilty before the courts and I try hide the Benz them where she take taxpayer money and buy and try to evade the taxes for her sister. You know remember when she bring in the big high-end vehicle them and give sister because she a politician for not pay no tax. Eh? You never feel say what she Dalrymple has done was worth going before an ethics committee. I want spit pan uno. Me say I want pit and the labor rights them this morning, but you come and turn up in the honorable house about Dennis Garden and Jack then figure stand before ethics committee. Who no? Who me say what's now want pit and the labor rights them? I want pit right and the labor rights them. Could the amount of corruption in family no half good on in it yet? This is what me member for the top of me head. Nah man done. Every month, nah man I collect millions from the Jamaica Labour Party appear rent for Anna to be a tax office. Him, a sitting member of parliament, and only no see nothing wrong with that ethically. Eh? You no see nothing wrong with Christopher Tufton awarding woman contract $80 million. You only no see nothing ethically wrong with that. Only no see nothing wrong. Well, she went and paid the fine. But that show you say it was a crime what Dalrymple commit. Remember she go before the court, and the court rules that she pay 900,000. Only no remember, eh? That was wrong. What she had done. She used her privilege to bring in high-end vehicle and bring it in on the behalf of her family members. Eh? It was morally and unethically wrong, and she should have stand before the ethics committee and give an account. Only never call for that. Why? Because you know use 49 majority and bully the PNP, but I bet you no can bully them blouse and skirt anymore. What me say? I bet you so no can bully the PNP anymore. You no could do it when you don't have no 49 majority, but I bet you no can bully them blouse and skirt anymore. Eh? You never see what Dalrymple do was unethical. Remember, she go before court and then charge. At the moment you get charged, it means that you is a wrongdoer. You, Dalrymple, should have stand up before the ethics committee where you did the Cuthbert Flynn if you talk about that. Eh? I mean, I want to not blame the PNP, so the PNP should have called for the ethics committee. They would have used their majority and overpower the PNP, but nothing happened before time. Nothing happens before time. Speaking on ethics, come here. Is it ethical, Jamaica, for the office of the Prime Minister to be running ads of the Prime Minister's speech 365 days for the year per nation? Come here now with the blouse and skirt this upon me. Me want to ask the labor rights them something, and me want to ask Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, the donkey of the day. We are talking about people who go stand before ethics committee. Let me ask you something, Juliet Cuthbert Flynn. You think it is ethical for the office of the Prime Minister to be running all kind of ads 365 days of the year per NNN? What is the budget for that? Speaking on ethics. Was it put tender? Come here, labor right, make we sit down and talk now. Was it put to tender where all of the radio station them could have put in them bid and run the ads them for the office of the Prime Minister? Me want to ask if all of them ads there one who run up and down per NNN. Where is the ethics? We want if they went put to tender. What is the budget for that? You don't find it unethical. I bet you don't find it unethical. Donkey of the day, woman. Why we couldn't continue to do it? Why? Because you have to continue to bail out NNN. So that's when the corruption them come up, they know how to spin it and put a different perspective to the nation. Is it that? Is that the reason? So that's the fool people them can listen and not check out things for themselves. Is that ethical? Cuthbert Flynn? Did that contract put to tender? And that we want to ask Uno. Nationwide of the contract set up all kind of tent and bring it live. We want to ask if those things were put to tender. Any other radio station did get the opportunity to bid for it? Speaking of ethics. Speaking of ethics. You are talking about ethics and I call for Dennis Garden and Jack then come before ethics committee. Where were you? Me ask you if the contract them did put to tender. Where you have the Jamaican taxpayer a pay out to NNN. Eh? Bailing them out to pay their rent down at Digicel headquarters. Eh? Look at England, Jamaica. Are you aware that the Prime Minister of England, once again, they might look to remove him as the Prime Minister? Eh? Is it ethical for NNN to continue to report and post all those ads out of the office of the Prime Minister when the same nationwide owe $1.5 billion? Where is the ethics in that? Come here now, Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn. Speaking of ethics, me want to ask you again. Do you think it's ethical? Is it ethical for Nationwide to be carrying all the live proceedings pertaining to the Jamaica Labour Party? Did any of those live broadcasts put to tender? You think it's ethical for all of the ads them when Nationwide are run for the office of the Prime Minister, knowing that such a station owe the nation $1.5 billion? How is it that you continue to do business with this entity? You think that is ethical? You not go like me, you know. You not go like me. And this woman stood up in the Honourable House of Parliament and have the audacity to come and call out for Dennis Gordon and Jack then come before an ethics committee. Eh? Where were you? Where were you when Dalrymple used her benefit as an MP to bring in the IN vehicle for your family? 0 taxes paid. The fact that she was charged and bring before the court of this land. She has done something wrong that is unethical, unheard of, and she should be fired. What did the Jamaica Labour Party do? What you guys did is more than unethical to bring her back. Speaking on ethics, huh? Look at what Christopher Tufton has done with Market Me. Take up taxpayer money and give him woman to conduct work on the behalf of the people of this country. Take up taxpayer money and give your woman to do work on the behalf of the people of Jamaica. Your own woman, this not go to tender. It's not like say you take up the money and pitch, make a pitch to 10 person. You take up the $80 million, put it in your woman and run with it. And you don't find it unethical, but you come have the audacity. Dr. Norman Dunn, we have the honor to be a tax office, all rotten down building for all these years. And the Labour Party still appear rent for a business that closed. As a sitting member of Parliament, you are getting direct money from the government. You don't find that unethical? But you have the nerve. You have the nerve to come and talk about PNP and ethics. You have the nerve to come and talk about PNP and ethics. You know, say England once again under the radar. Them want the England Prime Minister to step down. Remind you, Jamaica, he's not in any hanky-panky, you know. The Prime Minister of England, there is only a report. Just like you have the Integrity Commission report and the Auditor General report. And so in England, you have one report come out and some people in a party name get called up in. He, as the Prime Minister, not doing nothing hanky-panky, you know, and the whole people are called for him to resign. Why can't we have the same kind of accountability here in Jamaica? If you choose to sit in the seat of the highest seat of the land, the highest office as a public servant in this country, and your name in a corruption, your own colleagues will ask you to walk away or step aside. That is how it is done in England. Any of your name I call upon any corruption, your own corruption stand against you and ask you to step down. So what is different here in Jamaica? What is different here in Jamaica? When it comes to politics and political party in Jamaica, they only see one side. Only your side, them see they don't condemn corruption or wrongdoing totally. Only when it's on your side, they call it up. But once they pass for them side, them not see it. Them not see it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And when then done Jamaica, I hear the labor rights them a call out. Them depend on another narrative, you know. A call out about leadership, this and leadership challenge. You don't hear them on the airwaves. But challenge what? Me say then don't see, come here labor right, cause since I no one know PNP business. Let me give it to you. Jamaica people, remember this was the day after the election, September 3rd. PNP, a part of our constitution as a party, the PNP constitution. The whole of them sign it as MP. Only not hear about it. Come here, don't slavery right we are called for leadership this and leadership challenge. I beg no come off of me honorable leader Mark Golding. Only see how we leader clean. Only see how we leader clear and precise and quite ready to lead this country. Why you want the PNP replace Mark as a leader? You see a man that only say wasn't a threat. Only remember Bobby Montague. Mark Golding is the right person because if Mark Golding remain there, they will be. Only remember, I want to find Mark. You say Mark Golding is a threat to them. Yeah, if Mark Golding left way around our part, whenever used to in a no front running and nothing, and can come to the forefront and damage the Jamaica Labour Party. So now I see why the N1 PNP change Mark Golding that him a go turn right the till his son burn him. Una him a go stay right there till son burn him as the leader for the People's National Party. You know how to order E? Huh? I could know how to order so. I could know how to order so. Can you imagine Jamaica people with good leader? The labor rights, them every day them come out, the PNP need to change the leadership of the PNP. Why do? Why do? You see say he's a threat. Now I see. They realize that he is a threat. Huh? What a shame. What make only look and see all our going in the Jamaica Labour Party and call for Andrew Holness to be replaced? What is it that Mark Jefferson Golding has done? The man is a man of integrity. Only no see a phone leader over the tarnished. Tell me one thing where Mark Golding do. More than what try tie up in name, yes, so this one everywhere. Only if you find out say a pay propaganda. Nothing. Mark Golding do not a thing. More than stand up for righteousness and integrity. And that only leader look bad, you know. You look good for the Jamaica Labour Party at all. Only begs me because if the PNP do something, Mark Golding put them in a them place and say let the chip fall where they may. I bet you say Andrew can dare take such a stand. Only realize that the PNP have a leader. And that leader stand for integrity and righteousness, and that is the problem. Only want try everything to stir up in the PNP. For change we leader. For what? After we leader not do nothing to be changed. He might go stay right there till son burn him and him get tan. Since I don't say him a British and him a this and him a that, he might go tan right there till son burn him and him get the tan and black away. Right there him a tan and he now move. And anyone who feel like you know want come before time, me personally I go banter. What me say anyone who feel like so no want come, me personally I go banter no blouse and skirt and Mark Golding we say, and we are gonna make son burn him in the position. Burn him till in tan right out and black away. Right there, my Tani Chantel. Thank you, me baby. Paula Sadler. How me sound? Paula Sadler. Me say we are gonna make Mark Golding tan right there. Son, I go burn him rain. I go wet him my tan right there. And anybody come before time, me personally I go bantan them. I write the mark at tan till he ready. If he say, okay, my party is ready. My party is back. I have done my part. It's time for me to hand over the baton. That we say, and that we mean. Yeah. Pino Tanguava, big up yourself, bless me. Big up yourself, little miss. Yeah, me not understand wrong with the labor right them. Or make them a call about leadership, this and leadership. What will leader do for them replace him? The man stand firm. The man a put him best foot forward and a lead by example. One for the double. And I will Jack then and Dennis Garden. And not a thing no go so a propaganda. I go and show no something now, Jamaica. I see one article come out. See it here. Jack then group of companies say its work with the UE hospital are compliant. You hear that? It's a Dennis Garden business now. I talk up the things. That's why we tell us we didn't have to believe in a Mark Golding. What Mark Golding say, leave the investigation alone. Stop from getting involved like how Nationwide I put out propaganda. Because when the truth and the facts come out, somebody's going to look bad. It's the same thing with Melissa Silvera case. I try ask Mark Golding question, and because the man refrain from getting involved in the court proceedings, begs with the man and look at the outcome now. Melissa Silvera husband charged for manslaughter. Did want in charge for murder, and rightfully so. But when Mark Golding has need to leave the matter alone, make it look like say something bad Mark Golding has say. It's the same thing with Dennis Garden and Jack then. The man has said, leave the thing alone, make those who are in charge of the investigation do them work. They follow NNN. And as he say, NNN I work on the behalf of the government. See it Jamaica. Jack then say, if he tell labor rights, say, every work that they have done with the university hospital, they are compliant, and a recent audit report on the procurement breaches at that facility, which is University Hospital, does not conclude that Jack then caused or directed those failures. Me tell you, if you left that issue alone in labor rights, me tell you, no, because the PNP man control Jack then means even if he do something wrong, I know we are the gatekeeper for the company. So if he have no dialysis machine down a Jack then, I must in the government give to him, breach procurement, and make him, me a tell you God Almighty, if me have the business, and me see the loophole, me a go take the opportunity. I know we are the gatekeeper for the country, and if you can take up dialysis, not saying him have no dialysis machine, but let us be human now. If me have a business, and me can get one cut out tight, then I wouldn't run with it. You know what Jack then say? The report identified administrative and systemic failures within UE internal procurement and custom-related processes and does not conclude that Jack then caused or directed those failures. Any suggestion that the Auditor General report makes adverse findings against Jack then represent an incorrect interpretation and is not supported by the contents of the report. Who is running with these things, Jamaica? See them here? So right now, there is a rift between Nationwide and the Gleaner, because the Gleaner, they throw Nationwide under the bus, Look at this. The audit also revealed that the hospital used its tax exemption to import office furniture. Who them say? Listen good. The audit revealed that the hospital used its tax exemption, the hospital, not Jack then. So if Jack then come in contact with some dialysis machine, I know Jack then don't argue with the Ministry of Health and who procure them to reach at the hospital, but they end up elsewhere. No argue with Jack then. Thief and thief, God smile, you never hear it? Listen to Jamaica. The audit revealed that the hospital used its tax exemption to import office furniture, laundry, and medical equipment for 4 private companies which were not named. Causing loss of 23.8 million in unpaid customs duty. Nationwide, this is the Gleaner, This article come from the Gleaner. Look how Gleaner they throw Nationwide under the bus. Gleaner say it was Nationwide News Network that reported the matter on February 3rd that one of the entity, the private company we name as private company number 2 is Jack then Limited, citing document that it said it saw. See, Nationwide in a trouble now. If Nationwide have a list of names of company where them clear so them have the list, why then don't do the public a favor and name the 4 company where they on the list? Why is it that Nationwide only call out 1 company on that list? Only knows it's a Nationwide that the weapon we farm against the country. Only knows it's a Nationwide is placed there to cover up the nasty, dirty deeds of the government. If you is a radio station that is looking out for the people, it is your duty to enlighten the public, not to have the public in darkness. If you say you have a list of company names in your possession, all 5 of them, it is your duty to put out all 5 of them and not only one. It is a dereliction of your duties. Let me say, it is a dereliction of their duties. So see, Gleaner, they call them out, Gleaner make everybody know what is to come. If anything should go down where lawsuit and defamation is concerned, Gleaner make Jamaica know say a Nationwide News Network call out the company when there was 4 company, why single out only 1? And now, Based on what the Gleaner is saying, the Gleaner is reporting that the report identified administrative and systemic failures within UE internal procurement and custom-related processes and does not, the report did not conclude that Jackden caused. All right. The issue here in Jamaica is that the university hospital under eruption because of the corruption and they might lose money. But the article now is saying that based on the Auditor General report, Jackden itself is not the sole entity that caused university hospital to be failing. So I don't know why NNN are run with a narrative to cast impression as if Jackden is the entity we are RIP, the Ministry of Health, a wicked set of people them over nationwide. Me say that's why me say has Cliff Hughes come out so God for Shuban and other strokes in and blouse and skirt. God forbid people feel wicked but they not so feel wicked. Me say I pray to God Almighty as Cliff Hughes shub out so God for humble him and put him down back. There is a wicked set of people nationwide, and I say it with no apology. I say it with no apology, as in come out so. God fi put him down back. There is a wicked set of people, nationwide that come out, cause say Dennis Garden, Jackden Company is responsible for what is taking place at University Hospital when they have a list of names. If you don't care about the people of this country and you know all about fair and factual reporting and you have a list of names, it is your duty to expose those list of names instead of just one name. And if you're with the one side and you can put down politics and speak the truth, you is not a Jamaican. That's why Mark Jefferson Golding will always be on the right side where the people is concerned, because Mark Golding make it known. If what is said is being true and Dennis Garden is complicit, he will have to face the music. Why is it that the Jamaica Labour Party can't say the same? That if any business tied to any labor right, if they are found to be complicit, they too will have to face the music. Hence the reason why nationwide only call one name out of the 5. Could it be that the other 4 is a labor right own them? We must stop hug up corruption in this country. We must stop hug up corruption in this country, and that radio station is an enabler of corruption. Nationwide is an enabler of corruption. And I say it with no apology. Hence the reason why I don't think PNP in absence. Why am I going to think they shut down Juliet Cuthbert Flynn in the parliament yesterday? Why do you think they shut them down? Look and see how the People's National Party are playing some chess move. Why am I going to think them ask Damian Crawford to excuse himself to put Dr. Dawes on the PAC board? Are you aware that next week, Tuesday, the Ministry of Health and the Permanent Secretary, all who work at the ministry will be under the radar at the PAC meeting? It is a strategic move, Jamaica. We will have to get to the bottom of what is happening in the Ministry of Health and what is taking place at the University Hospital of the West Indies, which is why, Jamaica, I have been led to a particular story. Does anybody know this woman? Her name is Dr. Paula Dawson. Come here, you. Them say, you resign. Hey, Paula Sadler, you're onto something, my dear. Come here, you, Dr. Paula Dawson. I hear say you tender your resignation from UE board. I hear them say you want this one your bestie, Emily Shields. I hear say they eat her like pies up at you as a doctor. As a matter of fact, your profession, Miss Paula Dawson. What name what? Physiatrist. One profession name, so? Me hear about physiotherapist. I know of that. Like the athletes them have one little masseuse where rub down them when they have the muscle contract. Me hear about physiotherapy and me never hear about physiatrist. I hear say physiatrist. It is an American created profession that doesn't even exist in Jamaica. How you sit up a university hospital I work in that capacity. Me want you give me a list of patients we come see you for the year. Come here, say I want American profession, you know. Who give the work? Who give the work, Dr. Paula? You make sure take away yourself and resign because all like you have to go come before the PAC meeting, you know. Yes, she a doctor. Dr. Paula Dawson, she's a doctor up there. She one of them will resign me here. Only no year said the Ministry of Health have to go come before the PAC committee next week. Left, right, and center them a resign up there. I call Bruce, give her the work. Oh, she was your physiotherapist. Oh, well, all me know she resigned. All me know she resigned. And they said she was very active up there. Pantela all. Very, very active. Especially in sports. Bruce was in charge of Taylor Sport. Who give you the job up there, miss? It's who give you the job? We want to know who give you the job up there, you know. And why is it that you are resigned 1 week before PAC meeting? Something not right. Only not realize that up here, so everything I get exposed. Huh? Everything I get exposed up at university hospital, you know. One by one, them I take time Lego, you know. Jamaica, this is going to be a major, major investigation. And I don't know how this man no resign as yet, you know. I hear say she did work on Christopher Tufton when he meeting at the accident. I don't know how Carl Bruce, what is keeping Carl Bruce so long at the University Hospital at the West Indies? Will he stand before the committee next week? Don't be surprised if you don't hear say over the weekend Carl Bruce resign, you know. And saying, you know, oh, no, nothing. Not coming to no PAC meeting. What is keeping this man? This lady they say was also the chairman on the procurement board. Remember as she procured the doctor? The dialysis machine them. When we come at university hospital, as she them said it up on the board where do the procurement, you know. So how they not reach a university but they spread out right across Jamaica. You do the procurement. So that's why you are trying to recuse yourself from now. You have to go give an account for the missing dialysis machine between you or Carl Bruce. Emily, you can't go help her this time, you know, Emily. Yes, we say you're your best friend, but you cannot help Dr. Paula Dawson this time. You need to tell Jamaica what happened to those missing dialysis. You were the one that sat on the board that did the procurement. And why is it that everybody that sat on that board, one by one, them are resign? Is it that the committee where Tufton same set up, investigate, and every time them reach at a point, them a check with themselves, something not right, yes or in Jamaica? Why all of a sudden she who sat on the board that did the procurement for those dialysis machine, why she resign? Something not add up, yes sir. Why is it that she resign as she hears a PAC meeting next week and them have to go give an account for the Ministry of Health? Who advised her? We want to know where the cup and plate and the rubbish bin then. Are you procure them? The millions of dollars which she sat on the board and sign off pan, the cup and the rubbish bin them and all of the things them, where are they? We want to know which facility them end up in. Can you call out Jack then, you know, and say Jack then have the 12 dialysis machine down them. You don't know which part them they are Jack then, but that nationwide say, and that the labor rights them are run with. Alright, send it cup and plate and rubbish bin down Jack then with the dialysis machine. Who procure them? Now you sit down on the board, you Miss Lady, you Miss Paula Dawson, and you sit down on the board, you know, and you procure for the dialysis machine and the cup and plate and rubbish bin them. So isn't it your duty, along with those who sat on the board and the Ministry of Health, Christopher Tufton, and this man Carl Bruce, we say him run University Hospital at the West End, isn't it you guys' duty to go down at the wharf, go clear them and bring them come at you and ensure that they stays on the premises of UWI? It shows that there is a breakdown, corruption within the Ministry of Health. Who is the Minister of Health? No, Christopher Tufton. So Christopher Tufton can't take himself from this. He too must give an account, because if he must spend taxpayer money and have them a thief and criminal and sit down on board at the procurement for him, and for him right, this is the things them reach a Jamaica and hand over to the respective individuals. No, so it no. Christopher Tufton is the Minister of Health and him have the money. Them will work at the hospital, sit down on board and tell him what they want to make the hospital run better. They procured for these dialysis machine, rubbish bin, cup and plate, whatever they tell him say they want. Christopher Tufton gave them the money. Isn't it the duty of the Minister of Health, Christopher Tufton, to ensure that the money when give to these hospitals, they are getting value for their money? Meaning, he must have a team to go down at the wharf, go clear them, transport them, and make sure so they are handed over. You Tufton love take picture a handover sermon. Oh, you never take no picture of the 12 dialysis machine, so you hand them over to the University Hospital at the West Indies. Eh? If you are blame, equally Christopher Tufton, the buck stops at you. You can't want to show the whole of them at the hospital under the bus. And you are the Minister of Health, and based on what me hear, when the Labour right them say you hospital a private hospital, me read it for myself, say the government of Jamaica fund University Hospital, so taxpayer money in there. Christopher Tufton have talk up a UE. And Christopher Tufton take taxpayers' money and use them a team if you sit down on the board up a UE. Carl Bruce and the one when named Paula Das. Now she procured the 12 dialysis machine. I know we not sit them up at the UE. Where them there? Uno say Jack then have the 12 dialysis machine. Alright. Tell me where me can find the rubbish bin and the cup and the plate. Them a millions of the money you not spend, you know. Eh? Exactly, Chantel. One place me know private up a UE and a 22 swing. So me know understand how the Labour rights them a run with narrative. Say UE Hospital is a private entity and the government of Jamaica now have nothing to do. Wicked set of people them all because they realize that the corruption get exposed. Uno said Jack then have the dialysis machine. Alright, me go to the benefit of the doubt. Them don't a Jack then. Okay, we can give an account. The 12 dialysis don't a Jack then according to Uno. What happened to the rubbish, the how much 100 a rubbish bin? And the cup and plate where Uno procured this lady a Paula Dawson and Carl Bruce. And Uno sit down on the board. And Uno procure and Uno look on the Ministry of Health and say, this is what my hospital need to function better. We want 12 dialysis. We want 350 garbage bin. We want 10,000 cup and spoon. And Uno put it on paper, you know. And Uno put in a request and Uno procure. The procurement was done. Don't you think it is your duty? Eh? Don't you think it is your duty to give an account? Or is it that Dwayne Smith facility? Remember Dwayne Smith in the medical thing too, you know? And just Dennis Garden, the Jamaica Labour Party MP for Northwest St. Andrew. He is in the medical field as well. Tell us where are the cup and spoon and garbage bin so we can clear and stop the confusion. We don't want there, they wonder where them there. We want to have the 300 garbage bin. We only are going to speculate and say they up at Dwayne Smith, you know. We are asked, is that so? Eh? Uncle Sidney, big up yourself, me uncle. Good to see you, Uncle Sidney. Blessings and honor, glory and power every time. You know, we have to beat up the dirty Labour rights man in noon and night. Come here, Carl Bruce. Carl Bruce, what is keeping you so long at the university? You don't have no shame. Eh? You don't have no shame. You still sit down on the board, eh? With all of them a corruption a hang over your head. You don't have no shame. This a lady them say procure for the 12 dialysis and the church that had garbage bin millions of dollars, you know. She asked the Minister of Health, Christopher Tufton, for the money. And you want to tell me, say Christopher Tufton just hand them taxpayer money, so nobody done a Ministry of Health to do the checks and balances. They say they reach at the wharf, they hand over, transported properly, and delivered to the University Hospital. Nobody done a Ministry of Health, so they just give people taxpayer money if it do as them like. Eh? Well, since as you know say, Jack then have the 12 dialysis. Alright, we can give an account, say 12 dialysis machine, see them here, then don't Jack them. We want to know where the garbage bin and the cup and spoon and sauce where millions of dollars spent. We want to know where them they come, because you sit down on the board and you sign off for them. Since as you know say, Jack then have the dialysis, okay, so what? We give an account, them there, see them there. We find them, alright. Give us the location where we can find the thousands of garbage bin, the cup and plate and spoon. Eh? Only not see one criminal organization them a run down at the Ministry of Health. But we are only at the PAC meeting. We make no think we replace Damian Crawford and put Dr. Dawes. We want our minister. We want somebody which is a doctor. We know the ins and out at the Ministry of Health. We don't think PNP in no sense. We are only at the PAC meeting. We are only at the PAC meeting. Eh? Jamaica people, what a shame and disgrace in the country. Eh? Emily Crooks Shields' best friend a thief. Paula Dawson. They say, are you procure the things them me love? Are you sit down on the board? Are you procure? Are you write to your big friend Christopher Tufton and tell him what you want? What the hospital short of? And the money come over to you and call Bruce. Want to do with taxpayer money? When you saw no procure 12 dialysis machine, how much 1,000 garbage bin and cup and plate with them there? Since as you say a Jack then have the 12 dialysis machine, we give an account, them down a Jack then according to Uno. Tell me where we can find the thousands of garbage bin and the how much 100,000 plate and cup and spoon where you're using the money procure. We need to know these things. The Auditor General report is clear. She tell me what was procured. She only not tell me which part then, but she identify the wrongs. Nationwide, so then crack the case and say a PNP have the dialysis machine. All right, we own it. We have the dialysis machine. Them can take them from we. Since as Uno Nationwide crack the case and declare say a PNP have the dialysis machine, yes, we have them. Come and take them from we. What we want to know, because since as we don't crack the case and now we have them, tell me something where we don't know about. Tell me where we can find the cup and plate and sauce and 300 rubbish bin them. Jamaica people. Jamaica people. What want me friend more? Big up yourself, Lord. Years of me and you in a long time, we don't see you. Long time we don't touch road. And when the next party I keep, me and you know me. Big up yourself, Lord Jesus. Years of me and the brother, you know, long time we know him. Big up yourself, Moors. Come red every time. Jamaica people. Me tell you, say class 9 I go normal this afternoon, you know. Me tell you no. 20 minutes to the hour of 1 o'clock. We want to try and see if we can get out of here by 1 o'clock. Because you know the people have to go set up themselves for opening a parliament tomorrow. Tomorrow class I go nice. Tomorrow class I go nice. Uncle Sidney, me want you sit down in a class a little bit and hear that one here. Uncle Sidney, you're not here, we're going down to the corporation, the KSAMC. The labor rights, them bex. You know here say we are the mayor now and now we are the deputy mayor. Yes, they say Winston Ennis kick the bucket again. See me, Winston Ennis. I hear say them doing bad. Then doing bad in the Jamaica Labour Party, then bring him down, then cuss. And the first, you know, the man said the amount of disrespect in take. The poor man saying you have to resign. The man saying you have to resign as deputy mayor. How the Labour Party and the Labour rights them treat him. Oh God. Jamaica, me say they anger the man, you know. They anger the man. And when them cast a vote, they realized that they were overnumbered by the People's National Party. So right now the PNP are the mayor and PNP are deputy mayor. Jamaica people, we want to listen to what Winston Ennis say happen. A judgment are going in the Labour Party, you know, no come here. Come here, Labour rights. Judgment are going in the Jamaica Labour Party. At this day and talk about the woman say. Peanut and guava judgment are going down there. As a nationwide I run with headline about how PNP select them own, one from them own to be deputy mayor. Sierra, big up yourself, Miss Lorraine Dobson. 1 East Kingston, 1 Spring Garden Division. You go sit down there in the seat as deputy mayor. And you and Square are going to run their foot at down there. Jamaica people do not hear what went down. Only no years the Labour right them chastise them very own. Winston Ennis once again kick the bucket. Jamaica no not normal. Then cuss the man like a dog. All Prime Minister of his send come have meeting with him. The man no do not more than tender resignation. Send the KSAMC in a one piece of uproar. Them have to select deputy mayor in a meeting. Only not hear about it. Yes, Jamaica me have it exclusive bangarang in the Labour Party. The time then take a worry about Mark Golden and Dayton Campbell and Peter Bunting and Crawford. Now they go weed out the dirty things that we are going in now. Jamaica people who want to listen to what Winston Ennis have to say, what went down, why he had to resign from the KSAMC and step down as deputy mayor. Listen the judgment, people. No come here, come here.
Good morning. I want you and I listen all the venting and all the discrimination against me of things that I'm not guilty of. I made a voice note in our group that is all labor right in the group, and somebody took out that voice note out of the JLP group and sent it to nationwide. No, I have not spoken to no news media. I have not spoken to any news media. I think it was Cleaner. Somebody called me on the line. I didn't know it was a media. I was when I asked who is this, and I said Cleaner. I said, have a good day. I have nothing to say. So I have not spoken to any media. I'm in a private JLP group that is called Information Media. It is our personal group. everybody in there is supposed to be JLP. And we are discussing and I felt my feeling. I don't expect anyone to take it as simple nationwide. I'm driving, I'm constant spring road, I hear breaking news, and I listen, I was a breaking news.
Judgment! The man say I drive go up Constant Spring Road and he hear breaking news. When he take a set, I am the breaking news. I want to fling when me phone this morning. Now some have to play this one the top again. Only listen the banger in the Jamaica Labour Party. And when they see the judgment a pitch, them a talk about PNP select their own to be deputy mayor. They no can't wrong. The man have to take oneself. The man say in our private WhatsApp group and the dirty Labour right which I think say friend take out in private business out of the WhatsApp group and send it down nationwide. The man say when he might drive go up Constant Spring, he only hear breaking news. When he look, I am the breaking news. Jesus have mercy. Labour right wicked.
Good morning. I won't show and I will listen all the venting and all the discrimination against me of things that I'm not guilty of. I made a voice note in a group that is all Labour right in the group, and somebody took out that voice note out of the JLP group and sent it to nationwide. No, I have not spoken to no news media. I have not spoken to any news media. I think it was Cleaner. Somebody called me on a line. I didn't know it was a media house. I mean, I asked who is this, and they said the Cleaner. I said, have a good day. I have nothing to say. So I have not spoken to any media house. I'm in a private JLP group that is called Information Media. It is our personal group. Everybody in there is supposed to be JLP. And we are discussing and I feel my feeling. I don't expect anyone to take it as simple nationwide. I'm driving, I'm Constant Spring Road, I hear breaking news, and I listen, I was a breaking news. However, what was said, I don't know why anyone is upset about it. I'm not giving anything to any PNP. But I have listened to Joy. Joy was in Belmont Road, receiving Monday evening, and they were tearing me to pieces. And Joy never came to my defense. As a matter of fact, she said some things about me that I never expect Joy to say. You understand? And I don't hold it against Joy. I am giving up nothing. In fact, the leader, Mr. Andrew Wallace, says he wants to meet me and have a discussion with me. And I told that John will call me and told me that I will make myself available whenever the party leader chooses to call me and talk to me. I'm not giving anything to the PNP. The PNP can only go to KSAC and nominate a mayor. The PNP can't come nominate a deputy mayor unless one of us walk away. So all this entourage against me in the night here is uncalled for. And I thought Joy was more smarter than that. But now I know my friends. Now. I know I must be careful of the people I associate with.
You know, you hear the judgment at Jamaica, me say the Labour right man say he must be careful and own Labour rights them. Only to hear the pass up in the Labour Party, and they sit down there worry about PNP. Thank you, Kim Shea, big up yourself, auntie, love. Only to hear the judgment we are pitching at the Jamaica Labour Party, and they sit down and spread chapel in about PNP. And them you know if you open up like a downtown and take in and solve. Listen how the man bring down his own part. The man saying have to be careful of who we have around him because the Labour rights them are wicked.
The people come into my space. Yes, I know. John, if anyone had told me that you had built this out of way, I said it's lie. But they sent it to me. Somebody get it from overseas and send it to me and ask me, isn't this Joy your counterpart? And I had to say yes. I have not done anything, I haven't given away anything. I hear you accusing me of becoming a big power. And I get 8-7 years and know whatever I did. Come on, Joy. No, Joy. You should not have gone down that road. You have soured the water between you and I. You have access to me. And regardless how you feel because of something you hear, you can call me and talk to me. You don't have to go down that road. What have I done to Northeast? I've always protected Northeast and I'm still doing that. What am I giving the PNP? And when you come and explain to me what I've given the PNP, I hear some idiot in the road talking about conflicts. What is there to be fixed? There's nothing there to be fixed. The PNP got nothing. I gave them nothing. Come on, Joy. And that's especially you, Joy. You know what has happened. And you know the disrespect that I want you, Joy.
You hear them sitting again? Hear the man said Joy no deeper disrespect when undergoing a deep. Jamaica people, what is happening in the Labour Party? What is happening in the Jamaica Labour Party? The man said the amount of disrespect when undergoing at the Jamaica Labour Party. What make them kick out Winston Ennis out of the KSAMC? And now I want to go like say a PNP this and PNP. Let me tell you, say God sit high and look down low, you know, and he's looking down very low this afternoon on the Jamaica Labour Party.
You knew it. You knew it. I hear me talk about it at the Monday night. And I didn't mince my word with Delroy and the Deputy Jensen and Desmond. I didn't mince my word. I said what I have to say. And I stood my ground. And I'm still standing my ground. But I'm giving no way, nothing. But the way you have reacted and the way all your followers have reacted, I mean, just do what you accuse me of doing. I mean, just do what you have accused me of doing. I'm tempted to go down the road and do what you and your colleagues have accused me of doing. I'm tempted to go down and do that. It's just that I have an agreement already with the Prime Minister to go and have a dialogue with him. And so by daylight in the morning, I have to make a decision whether I go and do what you people accuse me of doing or I go and talk to the Prime Minister. You know, I will have to make a decision between now and when daylight whether I go and talk to the leader as he promised he want me to come and see him or I do what you, Joy, and those in this group have accused me of doing.
Mighty God of Daniel, you know, here mix up. He all mix up a bounds in the Jamaica Labour Party. Mix up reside among them. No one of the country is in a mess. You they mix up. When I know Jaya Winston, when I know Andrew and his wife. At the look here, no Jamaica people. Listen how they mix up over there. Here Jai she. Here you know.
And you're coming to say now that people that meet young with people ostracize you. You can't tell me that. You can't me never discuss it with nobody. You understand? Until you can tell me one who was there with me. You understand? And I discuss it one-on-one. What me say? Me don't want to hear that. You understand? You say your piece, me say my piece. Because it's what you do and what come out of nationwide. And I express myself.
You hear the mix up. Jamaica people, you hear the Jamaica Labour Party and the mix up we are gathering in there. And they want to sit down and try hold candle to the People's National Party and the Mark Golding. And when Andrew can take charge of what going in government. When can Andrew Holness take charge of what is happening in his government? Mr. Jamaica, this one crowd. And the second time now they make Winston Ennis kick the bucket, you know. This is the second time now. The Labour rights them try to push out Winston. See the man tender resignation. The what next? What next? You know I got blame the poor man for. What next? You know I got blame poor Winston Ennis for. I'm sorry for the poor man. Jamaica. Listen what go on in the Jamaica Labour Party. And they sit down every day. And mine were going in the PNP business. And then you see they lose the corporation deputy mayor. Remember, you know, God not like ugly, you know. God don't like ugly. It's the same thing they did down at Clarendon Municipal Corporation. The very same thing. Bully. Remember, PNP had the by-election in Union Town Division, you know, and take it back from them. And it's the municipal corporation down there was tied. We have the same amount of seats like them. And the last states, right, where there is a tie in the corporation, the party will have the majority vote or the popular vote will assume the mayorship. PNP get the most votes in a Clarendon and the Jamaica Labour Party bully and use them bully tactics. And still decide to send Joel Williams as the mayor. So we're not worry about the PNP for so we select we own. Only if you worry about Winston Ennis and the things them that you all have done to Winston Ennis, make Winston come out and a throw no under the bus. The man said the amount of disrespect. The man said the amount of disrespect the Jamaica Labour Party disrespect him, throw a piece of shit on him and doing the things them, and he sit down there and take the disrespect all in the name of party. All in the name of party. The man say in our private WhatsApp group. You never hear him. The man say in our private WhatsApp group. And then talk their mind in the group and the wicked Jamaica Labour Party we have in the same WhatsApp group. Take out the man voice note. And send it down nationwide. The man say him a left work and a drive go up Constant Spring again yard. When him a listening radio, he only hear breaking news. Breaking news. When he realize that him a the breaking news. What a shame and disgrace in the Jamaica Labour Party. What a shame and disgrace in the Jamaica Labour Party. Jamaica, what make them wicked so today one another? Remember they went poison Donald Sangstein, the Jamaica Labour Party supporters. Me hear on the Melissa Silvera saga. The man they behind bars. One more no want police wall and pan him go doing time. Remember the Jamaica Labour Party poison their own prime minister. Allow me to tell. Remember the Jamaica Labour Party poison Donald Sangster. Remember Ken Jones wanna push out a hotel, but the man walk out in a hotel stairway in his sleep. Remember the Jamaica Labour Party poison Donald Sangster, the shortest living prime minister in this country, but to no catch him up $100. What purpose Sangster serve? But to no have him $100 bill. What purpose he serve? Come and talk about the man sleepwalk. Me never hear them as something yet. A man in a hotel room and sleepwalk and walk off a hotel stairway. What can go to Jamaica? Them is a wicked set of people. The man come out, come talk. The man say event in a WhatsApp group belonging to the Jamaica Labour Party. And little did you know, they went into the WhatsApp group and take out the man personal WhatsApp message and send it on to nationwide. The man say I come from work, I go home. And he turn on the radio in a vehicle and I listen when he realize he hear breaking news. When you take a stop, the man say, I was the breaking news. What make the Jamaica Labour Party so wicked? What make the Jamaica Labour Party so wicked among and cruel today? Camara, you know here? Camara, the man say in the WhatsApp group, an event in the like everybody else, and the Labour right them take out the voice note and send it down a NNN. When in there I go home from work, a driving vehicle and I listen to music, you only hear breaking news. When you listen to him at the breaking news, what a disappointment. What a disappointment in the Jamaica Labour Party. The man say, how if we take up the corporation and give to the PNP? And not him take up the corporation and give to the PNP. The vacancy was there. The fact that the deputy mayor left and gone to Central Clarendon. The vacancy was there. And so Jamaica, the majority speak for itself. The PNP has the majority. And we use the majority just like how they use their majority in Clarendon and go against the wishes of the people. They went against the wishes of the people and select Joel Williams despite Joel being the minority. They didn't care about the rules. You know. But when will Ennis learn? Remember, it is the same Joy Cottrell that did Ennis wrong for the local government election, and Ennis sit down and make Joy Cottrell come doing back the same thing in a 2026. No wonder the man resign and step down as deputy mayor. No wonder him step down as the deputy mayor. How much more can the man take? In Jamaica, this not look good, you know. It doesn't look good, Jamaica. It doesn't look good to know that the man is a Labourite and then a WhatsApp group like all of them. And inventing little concern and the Jamaica Labour Party supporters them in the group. Take out the man vice note. It is a wicked act and send it on the airwaves down a nationwide. Of all the radio stations nationwide, they send it to. And chastise the man. The man say, have to go be careful who he have around him as friend. Once again, Joy Cottrell has caused the Jamaica Labour Party to be in disrepute. What a shame and disgrace. This don't look good in the Jamaica Labour Party. And they have the audacity. Them have the audacity. If you talk about the People's National Party. Them have the audacity to be talking about the People's National Party. It's not the first, you know. It's not the first. Joy Cottrell turn Belmont Road upside down 5 minutes after the hour of 1 o'clock as we bring the program to close. Classic nice, man. Jamaica, once again, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here Tomorrow, Parliament reopens, and we're going to look forward to that. Tomorrow, I'll do it all over again. But as we get ready to wrap up this program for this afternoon, let me remind you who Joy Cottrell is and what Joy Cottrell would have done before to Belmont Road and to the same Winston Ennis. Class resume tomorrow at 10 a.m. tomorrow, bright and early. Once again, Jamaica, listen to Joy Cottrell. It's not the first Joy put Belmont Road in Bangarang. Listen to Joy Cottrell as we bring this program to a close for this afternoon.
Let me tell you something, artist people. This really hurt me. I have a talk. You understand? Because we couldn't believe any so that they do with this. You understand? We couldn't believe and all the Ennis have said disrespect on this. And just because Ennis not get deputy mayor again, and then where I get it. And we say we are labor right. Regardless of what you not do your party this, and you not do your MP this, and you not do your constituency this, to care where you want to say. That means you never have the Jamaica Labour Party 2020, and we are going to go down there and go sign as mayor. And one of the deputy and one of the mayor. And two of them, the PMP them, and you take the seat, and you give the blood clot PMP them. Because I take it again. You give the PMP them the council as much as we did at JLP and PMP. Because the two of them, you take it and you give the PMP them, and you can tell you, know. So you're fucking labor, right? They're telling you, they're telling you, grieve, but they are grieve. And they can't send it to them, they tell you, they're telling me that no, they never expect this from you. Regardless of where you shouldn't do the Labour Party, this are not these things. You're going to talk about independent, blood clot, look at the independent. You're a fucking wicked man. And because of blood clot greed, you sit down there for blood clot 8 years and you full of blood clot crowd. You understand? And then this is where you do the party, and you do the MP, and you do the people, them minorities, and then you have to go for the group and you have to tell the people, them say, you can imagine, you take the crowds, serious thing, serious blood to the Jamaica Labour Party, you take the crowds like the PMP them. You take the crowds like the PMP them. It's because they must know. Jesus Christ, we never expect this. God knows we never expect this from Ennis. Me I tell you the Nazis people that this is what I say, but me I tell you what to sit down and look into it. This is wicked. This is more than wicked. You're there in the Labour Party for much years. All of we go through disrespect. All of we go through everything. And you take the seat and give to PMP to blood clot. You can imagine.
That, Jamaica people, is a reminder of who Joy Cottrell is. And you make Joy Cottrell shit pan you in a local election, and you come making shit pan you in a the general and kick you out of the KSAMC. We are talking about the Jamaica Labour Party. One more time from the top again, just a reminder who Labour Right is. The man say inventing a them private WhatsApp group. And then take out him private message and send it go down at NNN. The man say him a come from work. And him a drive up Constant Spring. And when he turn on the radio, he only hear breaking news. When he realize that him a the breaking news, Joy and the whole of the Labour Rights them send out the man message, and ridicule the man. And he don't and make them do it back to him. I don't wrong the man from resign. One more time again, as we wrap up our program for this afternoon. Joy Cottrell, Jamaica, a typical Labour Right.
Let me tell you something, artist people. This really hurt me. I have a talk. You understand? Because we couldn't believe any so that they do with this. You understand? We couldn't believe and all the Ennis have said disrespect on this. And just because Ennis not get deputy mayor again, and then where I get it. And we say we are labor right. Regardless of what you not do your party this, and you not do your MP this, and you not do your constituency this, to care where you want to say. That means you never have the Jamaica Labour Party 2020, and we are going to go down there and go sign as mayor. And one of the deputy and one of the mayor. And two of them, the PMP them, and you take the seat, and you give the blood clot PMP them. Because I take it again, you give the PMP them the council as much as we did at JLP and PMP. Because the two of them, they take it and you give the PMP them, and you can tell you, know. So you're fucking labor, right? They're telling you, you grieve, but they are grieve. And they can't send it to them, they tell you, they're telling me that no, they never expect this from you. Regardless of where you shouldn't do the Labour Party, this are not these things. You're going to talk about independent, blood clot, look at the independent. You're a fucking wicked man. And because of blood clot greed, you sit down there for blood clot 8 years and you full of blood clot crowd. You understand? And then this is where you do the party, and you do the MP, and you do the people, the minorities, and then you have to go for the group and you have to tell the people and say, you can imagine, you take the crowds, serious thing, serious blood to the Jamaica Labour Party, you take the crowds like the PMP them. You get to the council and get the PNP them. It's because they must know. Jesus Christ, me never expect this. God know me never expect this from Ennis. Me I tell you the Northeast people, me the business world who say, but me I tell you what to sit down and look into it. This is wicked. This is more than wicked. You're there in the Labour Party for much years. All of we go through disrespect. All of we go through everything. And you take the seat and give to PNP to blood clot. You can imagine.
Mighty God, Jamaica people, the voice of the labor rights. And when them done, them a focus on the PNP. Make a did one PNP MP come behave in a this manner. You would hear the toilet mouth, Juliet Cuthbert come and talk about they need to be brought before ethics committee. And how this one Joy Cottrell no go stand before the ethics committee. And because she let me tell you, the Jamaica people tomorrow, I love you. My lovely people, I love you going to bed. See you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. The word is love. Blessings and honor, glory and power. No walk good in the year and take on the time on the road and walk safe because the labor right them not like we. I send the blessings of God and walk in Jesus' name. Love you, and no stay safe because labor right not like we. Alright? Big up on yourself, Jamaica. The word is love. See you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Love and love alone. The word is love, everybody. Take care, everybody. Blessings. All right, Paula, I appreciate you guys too. Love. Take care, Dulcie, and everybody. Blessings. Soon tomorrow. Love.
I am so glad that God's salvation is time. I am so glad that God's salvation is time. I am so glad that God's salvation is time. Oh my Lord, what shall I do?
Rude and face the girl. Jamaica people, when I come back, you see, I'm going to turn up the class a little bit more. Judgment in the Jamaica Labour Party. Thank you. Jamaica, we're going to shift focus a little bit and we're heading up to Belmont Road because this morning on Nationwide, I hear that the Labour Party is in a meltdown this morning. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you to all the gifters. Them. God bless you. Big up on yourself. I hear that Belmont Road is in a state of bother this morning. And when I turn on the radio and I listen to the state media, yeah? I don't know if you guys heard or see what is happening in the Jamaica Labour Party. Well, based on information reaching me from the corridors of Belmont Road, the Labour Party have totally gotten rid of the former chairman for Area Council, one, and they finally got rid of Winston Ennis. Remember, it is the same Winston Ennis that caused the Jamaica Labour Party to lose the deputy mayorship for the KCMC, you know. It is the same Winston Ennis that they came out and bash. Who remember bad word? Joy Cat. It is when the PNP open their mouths to speak. I don't know if we're speaking too much patois these days or we are speaking a language that the Labour Party cannot understand. But it seems as though whenever the Labour Party go out of line it is okay. But I am still waiting for them to show us how the opposition PNP went out of line in terms of Nikisha Burchell. Huh? You know, hear me? Anybody hearing me? Come see one whole heap of F1 a go up. Are you guys hearing me loud and clear? Canadian girl like you. Everybody I hear me, man. Okay. Whenever me see F1 a go up, it seems as though something chip with the live. So now that's me know say everything up and running. Full speed ahead. I want you to comment and tell me full speed ahead. Comment in the comment section and say full speed ahead. Now, my lovely people, Winston Ennis, it did a freeze. You know the labor rights them not like when me push out the message. But in the name of Jesus, I blood them up this morning with the Holy Ghost. Up the hill we going this morning. Now, Winston Ennis, how much time the Labour Party are going to show you say they don't like you? How much time the Jamaica Labour Party is going to make it absolutely clear that you are no longer welcome among them? See, they didn't kick you from the one position you did have as the area council chairman. I remember say them already, I blame you. Yeah? Say it's you make Labour Party no have no deputy mayorship for KCMC. Well, Jamaica, I don't know what is going on at Belmont Road. But I wake up this morning and hear say the Labour Party is in a tailspin up there. Yeah, I hear say them congregate to get all kind of things for Labour Day up there. And I hear say them turn pan them one another. Who they get more from who I get less. And this a councillor and this a MP. And the list goes on and on. Well, just when you thought you would have heard it all, Jamaica. Yeah? Just when you thought you would have heard it all. This morning the news reached nationwide. And I want you to hear what George Davis have to say this morning. Because the labor rights, are in a meltdown this blessed Monday morning. Listen here, Jamaica.
Coming off here at 9 this morning, between that coming off here and getting here, I got a few phone calls and boy, the labor right them in a meltdown. My comrade friends message me and I say yes. I laughed to myself because serious matters are always accompanied by the political theater that makes politics and governance in Jamaica an enduringly fascinating pursuit.
When you say George Davis, then I could have caused the Labour Party to be in a meltdown. I wonder if I did to report them. When you say George Davis, tell me again.
After coming off here at 9 this morning, between that coming off here and getting here, I got a few phone calls and boy, the labor right them in a meltdown. My comrade friends message me and I say yes. I laughed to myself because serious matters are always accompanied by the political theater that makes politics and governance in Jamaica an enduringly fascinating pursuit.
Well, serious matter is taking place indeed, Jamaica. And when we say serious matters, serious blow to the Jamaica Labour Party when you see persons like all Delano Steve Wright. I remember say Andrew don't really like him from day one. Yeah? Delano Steve Wright say every institution a collapse under the Jamaica Labour Party and in call out Nesta Morgan, in call out Works Agency. It is nothing but a disgrace in the Labour Party. Eh? Serious damage to the Jamaica Labour Party this morning. When Delano Steve Wright can come out and a class the Minister of Public Works, Nesta Morgan. Oh, the bad road them in constituency, and when he reach out to NWA, nobody now answer, nobody now this. Jamaica, this is serious, you know. This is serious, and it has now become a pattern in the Jamaica Labour Party. You hear the girl come out this morning and a cuss and a class Juliet Cuthbert Flynn or our constituency road them bad, and you never hear Juliet Cuthbert Flynn come out and highlight it. Say she have bad roads in our constituency and she want help. Because if she come out and ask for help, it a go look bad panak. And this is what I don't appreciate. They didn't talk it, you know. They didn't talk it in the parliament. See, enough of them Labour right constituency mash up under Melissa Hurricane. But if they ever dare come out and open up their mouth and say them people are suffering, them people want help, Andrew Holness, we put them under subjection. And it is true. But because Delano Sivright no plan peace align with Andrew Holness, Delano Sivright can come out and chastise Andrew and in cabinet. Well, Jamaica, this morning, Delano Sivright hold back nothing, and in class the Public Works Minister and Stephen Shaw and them and those that work at National Works Agency. This to look good. Labour Party. This no look good at all. Wanna listen to Delano.
The bad road situation has become a source of great frustration in St. Andrew North Central, and frankly I share that frustration. We have made repeated representations at the end of the day regarding deteriorated roads, potholes, sandy gully concerns, and so on. But the response is either just not there, zero, or just painfully slow, shoddy, and just uncoordinated and unprofessional. The fact that NW didn't even attend the CDF consultation meeting at St. Richard's Primary in the middle of the corporate area just shows how uncoordinated and disorganized they are becoming. Certainly, I am in full and absolute support of the Prime Minister's push towards a one-road authority, because Jamaica really needs a more coordinated, accountable, and professional and very modern approach to road management and infrastructure delivery. It cannot be the case that you have one single pothole on a major corridor for months now, and the same officials drive on that road, see the massive pothole damage in vehicles and kind of fix it. And that's just one of many cases of just complete incompetence.
Judgment in the Labour Party. Delano Sivright and Nesta Morgan incompetent. What a backside. Just when you thought you would have heard it all. Let me play it one more time, Jamaica Labour mashup.
The bad road situation has become a source of great frustration in St. Andrew North Central, and frankly I share that frustration. We have made repeated representations at the end of the day regarding deteriorated roads, potholes, sandy gully concerns, and so on. But the response is either just not there, zero, or just painfully slow, shoddy, and just uncoordinated and unprofessional. The fact that NW didn't even attend the CDF consultation meeting at St. Richard's Primary in the middle of the corporate area just shows how uncoordinated and disorganized they are becoming. Certainly, I am in full and absolute support of the Prime Minister's push towards a one-road authority, because Jamaica really needs a more coordinated, accountable, and professional and very modern approach to road management and infrastructure delivery. It cannot be the case that you have one single pothole on a major corridor for months now, and the same officials drive on that road, see the massive pothole damage in vehicles and kind of fix it. And that's just one of many cases of just complete incompetence.
Come here, Delano Sivright, because you're not gonna get any grace from the people. We not like you. You is nothing but just another nasty, dirty, worthless politician. So you're not gonna come play upon the emotions of the people to make it seem as though you want to answer the people's plight. We not like you. You is a dirty, nasty politician just like the rest of Labour rights. We not sorry for you, and you could have come out complete and beg and cuss and class. You is no different than the rest of nasty, dirty politicians about your one-road authority. Spark program fail. Reach program fail. Why next one name? Go program fail. And now no one can suck out taxpayer. Yay. But why name? One road authority. Kuyu. Eh? Look at you. You want come now for going at the good book with the people. We not like you. You is a nasty, dirty politician like the rest of them. The reach program no reach nowhere. And the spark program not flickering. And the go program have stopped. I know no one come now with 1/4. Look here now. Look here, sir. Look here. You're not going in no good book around here. You is a nasty politician. I'm coming. I'm not carry with you because you so tense up on my screen. Thank you guys for your patience. I appreciate it. A very pleasant good afternoon, one and all. Jamie, big up yourself. Kamiana, good afternoon. Little Miss, big up yourself. Taurus, baby, and everybody. My moderator and all those who are locked in. I welcome each and everyone. Good afternoon. Paula Sadler, don't play with me. Big up yourself. Greetings to all. Dulcie, how you doing? Lauren, good afternoon. Simone, good afternoon. Welcome, Chantel. Blessings every time. Winsome, thank you for being here. I want to start by acknowledging a woman who today marks 20 years since she became the first woman to lead the People's National Party. We all know that she is the first female Prime Minister of Jamaica, but that's for another date. But today was the very first time the People's National Party, 20 years ago, to select a woman to lead something that I don't think the Jamaica Labour Party would ever do, despite their love for women, despite their championing for women in this country. We are yet to see a woman to lead the Jamaica Labour Party. And so when it comes on to setting trends, when it comes on to leading from the front, it has always been that the People's National Party to break those barriers. And so today we celebrate 20 years. Can you imagine how time flies? 2006 to 2026. 20 years since Portia Simpson Miller became the first female to lead the PNP. And she has done so with grace. And she moved on from leading the People's National Party to leading Jamaica, becoming the first female Prime Minister of this our native country. And if it's one thing about Mama P that anybody can agree to, this woman has worked her way up and she deserves everything that she got. So we salute Portia Simpson Miller today, being 20 years since she rose to the first female to lead the People's National Party. We want to say, continue to look after yourself, continue to take care. Jamaica loves you and Jamaica will always continue to love and show you that love that you truly deserve. Now, Jamaica, the first thing on my agenda, is what is happening in our region. I'm not sure if you guys listen to the CARICOM heads of government, but the Prime Minister have caused Jamaica today to be in some serious trouble, where the United States have now declared that the speech that Andrew gave, we will now have some serious consequences after such a stance. You see, when you're not a diplomatic person, I'm sure other leaders in the Caribbean, Mia Motley, Terence Drew, Philip J. Pierre, Godwin Friday, Kamala Prasad, you name it, Irfan Ali, Deacon Mitchell, the whole of them in the region have a particular stance, but they would have gone so diplomatically. When you don't know anything about diplomacy, that is Andrew Holness and Kamina Johnson-Smith. And so they went to St. Kitts and utter some statements out of their mouth, to which I wonder who wrote Andrew Holness's speech to go and read at the CARICOM heads of government. I want to know if these speeches are well written ahead of time, where they can get the chance to review it and go over it, because it cannot be that Jamaica waited until they reach the summit to go and read this, because clearly this speech was a setup. Tikumza asked who write him speech precisely. I would love to know who is responsible for writing the speech of the Prime Minister, because you can't tell me you do your own reading and vetting and you continue to read that speech to the world in St. Kitts. It was never put together in a way that is going to be, how should I say it now? I wonder what's the word to use. Just a second, the people. Yeah. Just a second, everybody. Give me a second, please, Anta. I don't know who write this speech and give to these leaders, because you cannot tell me that you get your speech ahead of time and you didn't go over your speech to put yourself in such a mess. And so we're seeing where Congressman, whoever don't understand the United States Parliament, but apparently one of the US congressmen in their parliament have condemned the Jamaica statement on Cuba and has warned that the country will face consequences. And when I listened to Andrew's speech, I was asking myself, why no other Caribbean territory take such a stance? The lady from down in Suriname, the president of Suriname, spoke. She spoke diplomatically. The lady from Trinidad, the Prime Minister, Kamala Prasad, she spoke and she spoke diplomatically. Same thing with St. Kitts, same thing with St. Vincent, and all those who would have spoke at the summit. Andrew is the only one that decided to walk out on a limb. And now, the United States Parliament, one of the congressmen to their parliament has decided that Andrew's speech must be condemned and has warned that Jamaica will face consequences. This is not a good look, Jamaica. This is not a good look. And because we always tell it to be prepared for what is to come, I saw the operatives of the Jamaica Labour Party is now starting to set a narrative, starting to call out Andrew Holness, saying nothing was wrong with his speech. Well, if nothing was wrong with his speech, why is it that the US Parliament take offense to what was said? The blind and the deaf who listened to his speech we could have picked out that something is definitely wrong in that speech. And so Jamaica, the paid political operatives are at it this morning.
Immigration is an important part of the Government of Canada's plan to keep our economy growing. If it weren't for immigrants, many employers would have trouble finding enough qualified workers to fill available jobs. This is because Canadians are living longer and having fewer children. There are more people retiring than there are young.
And I'm not sure if you guys heard the narrative that is being set by, of course, the incubator machine, the incubator for the Jamaica Labour Party. Speaking of incubator, has did so much of them left NNN and gone over there in the Jamaica Labour Party? Cecil Toms, Ricardo Brooks, Naomi Francis, Hapka Fitz-Henley, the one we gone now in the JCF, I say my communication special. As much of them recruited from nationwide gone over in the Jamaica Labour Party. Good afternoon, Chrissy. Eh? I don't understand Jamaica. But according to the apologists at Nationwide, they say Andrew's speech never wrong with it. And when I tell you that they are the weapon that form against this country, somehow do not believe. I want you, Jamaica, to listen to this one. His rudeness and arrogance. And then we're going to continue the discussion. I want you to listen to George Davis and what he had to say this morning pertaining to the issue. You will listen to this, Jamaica.
The Holness administration has done well. No need to single out any individuals. There have been strong performers across various areas. And the Prime Minister has been prime ministerial. I want to vex, I don't understand. I don't like them comments here and still watch it. If it was like, I couldn't want to watch this. Because I'm talking something that some of you don't want to acknowledge. The good thing is that you don't have to acknowledge it for it to have legitimacy. So hold that. Put it on a pipe and smoke it. The Prime Minister, since being sworn in after February 25, 2016, has been prime ministerial, has been a leader that you can look to as an example, an intellectual example, a man of good character, and a man who you go abroad and you're proud to say, that is my Prime Minister. And this is not to say that our PNP Prime Minister in office wouldn't be able to say that. We could. And I hope that we are able to. The next PNP Prime Minister comes. But for right now, the man in charge is Andrew Michael Holness. And I'm going to do good. Break time. Back with more after this. My hands are steady.
You listen to that. Now me have to play it again, because I want to listen to the arrogance. And when I tell you that this radio station, every single day them get up, them not care about what is happening in the country when it comes down to education, when it comes down to good governance, healthcare, infrastructure, all of that throw through the window. Every day them get up, them bat for the Jamaica Labour Party and the Prime Minister. Nationwide, it is not an independent media house. Every single day, their sole aim is to highlight the Jamaica Labour Party and to put out propaganda. You want to tell me what integrity George Davis are going to remind us of the Prime Minister? When it comes down to integrity, what is it that George Davis and Andrew Holness know? Let me play it again, because I want to hear it for yourself.
But boy, I tell you, the Holness administration has done well. No need to single out any individuals. There have been strong performers across various areas.
The Holness administration has done well. So just like how Mama P celebrate 20 years, apparently February 25th, 2016 was when Andrew became Prime Minister of this country. It has been 3 terms now. And I want the Jamaica Labour Party and the Labour Rights them to highlight one good thing that the Jamaica Labour Party has implemented in their 3rd term since they have been there. And you are talking to George Davis. You are saying Andrew Holness' administration has done well. I want you to tell us what is it that they have done well for the 3rd term that they are in government. You can't say road, that is not new. You can't say water, that is not. Like, what is it that is new and revolutionary that the Jamaica Labour Party has put in place to better off the lives? I mean, I talk continuation, like road and the upgrade water system. Them something that the basics which are, and you come up with pipeline, and you come up with Barbara Green Road. Me want something new that the Jamaica Labour Party has put forward to the people, like how the PNP would have come up with solutions like NHT, where you can get free house, you can get a little mortgage, pay your house, the National Land Agency, you can get one piece of land, the JUTC, all of them bus services which can help the poor. I want you to highlight and tell me, or give me just one thing that is revolutionary. For the 3rd term, not one school built under the Jamaica Labour Party, and they have been in office 3 terms now. And George Davis is going to tell us this morning that the Andrew Holness administration has done well. I don't want nobody to lie me or tell Panimino. I want you guys to listen it for your own self, and then we have a discussion. You listen to this.
But boy, I tell you, the Holness administration has done well. No need to single out any individuals. There have been strong performers across various areas. And the Prime Minister has been prime ministerial. I want vex, but I don't understand. When I like them comments, you understand, and still watch it.
You hear the rude and arrogance? This is what morning time radio has boiled down to. So much has been happening in the country where people is unaware of, and instead them bring awareness. This is what daytime radio has boiled down to. There is nothing you can say you can look forward to NNN and get some form of information where you can tell somebody. So you know, say me hear this and you figure yes, and you figure to better off yourself. Every single day on NNN is to propagate the misinformation and the lies to make the government look good. I'm asking.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life. Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality right now.
What good has the Jamaica Labour Party done in this country for the 3rd term that they are in office? And I'm not talking road we are fixed, because road are not new. Me not talk water. I mean, I talk hotel with a bill. What new? What is it that is revolutionary that this administration put in place? Where if they should like leave office a morning, just like people can say a PNP do the NLA, a PNP do NHT, a PNP do the urban center, PNP do Jamaica urban transit. Like there are tangible things where the PNP was in office. You can say, say when PNP were in office, them come about. What is it that the Jamaica Labour Party has put in place so that if they should lose a man, and you can say, well, they will be remembered for this and for that. Me want somebody to come up here and tell me what is it that is revolutionary that the Jamaica Labour Party has put in place where you and I can say, yes, they will be remembered for this and that. Kindly call me program and let me know. It gets worse, Jamaica. Listen, continue to listen, Jamaica.
No need to single out any individuals. There have been strong performers across various areas. And the Prime Minister has been prime ministerial. I want vex, but I don't understand. But I like them comments here and still watch it. It was like when I want to watch this. Because I'm talking something that some of you don't want to acknowledge. The good thing is that you don't have to acknowledge it for it to have legitimacy. So hold that. Put it on a pipe and smoke it. The Prime Minister, since being sworn in after February 25, 2016, has been prime ministerial, has been a leader that you can look to as an example, an intellectual example, a man of good character, and a man who you go abroad and you're proud to say, that is my Prime Minister.
Are you listening to this, Jamaica? And these are the things that they do. Me not talk or listen to me right now, Me mean like, this is what they do. Because we in the public, we know otherwise, But because nationwide know that Jamaica turn against the Jamaica Labour Party, nobody know what have nothing to do with Andrew Hollis. Everybody were tricked on September 3rd. And because they know that the people of this country has turned against the Jamaica Labour Party, you have persons like a George Davis now to come and use the airways to push out a narrative, to put in place a narrative as though they continue to do for the country. It gets worse. Continue to listen.
And this is not to say that our PNP Prime Minister in office won't be able to say that. We could. And I hope that we are able to. The next PNP Prime Minister comes. But for right now, the man in charge is Andrew Michael Hollis. And the man good. Great time. Back with more after this. My hands were steady.
And then
But boy, I tell you.
I sat and I said to myself, what is happening in this country? And then I realized that George is streaming live from a paid political broadcast that is being put on in Western Jamaica. And I said, everything that the Labour Party is broadcasting nationwide get the contract to stream live. And then I put 1 and 2 together and I said, now I realize why nationwide have to. In order for them to pay their bills, they have to put out these things in the public about the government so as to continue to get their check for the month. I get it. You want to tell me, Jamaica, so there is nothing that is happening in this country to bring awareness. Nationwide don't take it up, All Nationwide does is follow the office of the Prime Minister and to push the agenda even when the country is seeing otherwise. Don't you think you hear anything else? This one on the screen, George Davis has decided to tell the Jamaica Labour Party, Andrew Holness and the operatives to start targeting our taxi operators. Not like they weren't being targeting anymore. Only not hear George Davis a ball out this morning. George Davis say him not think it fair for Favour Williams that take out 27% of his salary a month time and persons like taxi operate. Me telling you say NNN is the weapon that farm against this country. I don't know, believe me, George Davis is telling us this morning that him not think it fair for you pay tax every month. Favour that take out 20% in tax out of his salary when persons like taxi operators and his friend them were run taxi not paying any taxes. And so he's calling on the government of Jamaica, Andrew Holness and the Labour Party to start to monitor how the taxi operators them operate on the road and tax them, give them more tax. I think I lie me at me want to know if you listen carefully, right? George Davis of Nationwide wants the poor to be continue to get taxes. You listen to him, come in, I want to say a lie, me I tell pandem.
The administration has work to do. The issue of an economy where a captive few of us don't have to pay out tens of thousands of dollars every month for income tax, while the majority of people collect straight cash and have to pay no income tax.
You hear that? Majority of people, me and you poor people, them are talking in Jamaica. You hear him? Me and you poor people, the majority of us. Listen to him. Time I go pay for this when say time out. You know, me tell you, that's all them use the radio station for do, have to propagate and to put out information to make the Labour Party look good. But we in John Public, the majority is going to give them what they're looking for. Listen to him.
Why should I feel like that's the most iniquitous aspect of life for me and people like me. See if I take 27-30% of my money before we see it every month. Every month. My friend will run taxi on one bus. I'm not paying income tax. And he run more than me every month when I'm taking all them, collect all them things. So why am I burdened with that? So I want an economy where that goes. And that's the aim. But everything can happen one time. It did not all go bad one time, you know. So it all can't be good at the same time. And I'm not aiming for perfection, but perfection is a mirage. But boy, I tell you, the whole administration has done well. No need to single out any individuals. There have been strong performers across various areas. And the Prime Minister has been prime ministerial.
You hear them? George Davis say every month 20 to 30% of tax that come out of his salary. And him not think it fair. And taxi operators and busman not paying any taxes. What make them a people are wicked so? What make them a people are not like to see the poor them have? Me telling about the Labour Party and the Jamaica Labour Party, you know. Me telling you, if them man tries to continue to take from the poor and give to the rich. Me telling about it the other day, you know. You want to say the taxi operators and busman now pay tax. So let me ask you something, George Davis. When somebody buy them vehicle and then bring it in the country, they don't have to pay how much custom duty in taxes down at the port. So right there and then, you know, to bring in your vehicle, the Jamaica Labour Party tax you down at the wharf, you know. When you bring the vehicle in the country, you are being taxed for it. Then you have to go to the tax office again and pay your insurance, license no vehicle and do them as something to no vehicle so that you can be roadworthy. And no one that second tax that for poor people. So all George Davis as a taxi operators and bus people, them not paying no taxes. And he's calling him, say it is in the making, you know. George said it is in the making. And when them talk, you know, have to listen because they are the incubator for the government and they tell you what is to come. I don't understand. Have you guys seen the condition of the road? Them a road worthy if people are pay tax to drive pan? I don't think so. But here we have George Davis ready to knock poor people, taxi operators and busmen. Ask.
I find this mighty interesting, you know. Yeah, you know, sometimes I do things randomly. But you see this video here? This video here aged very well. 4 months ago, Jamaica only not realize how much the taxi man them under pressure now. What did George Davis know at this time? And did I hear him correctly when he said it is in the making? Is George Davis privy to certain moves that the government is going to make before they make it? Very interesting. I don't know why people don't abandon this radio station, you know. Well, I'm going to come and look at this further later on. Yeah, man, I'm going to look at this audio later on. We're going to peruse this later on tonight on BOLO VNR 2.0. This particular video. I'm going to move on to the next clip. No, man. Wow. As a matter of fact, you know, I'm in the live. Yeah, man, I'll come back later, guys. Thank you guys for being here, yeah? We do 3.5 hours really and truly, we should do like 8 hours. That's a marathon. Because some of them video long. So later on, I come back. Alright, my people. The word is love. Big up everybody, me say. Last some, I never listen to them now. And since lately, me go up on them something when people are talk about certain things, at the time I go over there, go look and hear what them are talk about. But I never say, alright, I am going to listen to Nationwide. Never. Like, this is a station. We don't realize them are sell out already, where it makes sense to listen to them for. Them no business about the people, them no business about the people employed. Them only business about keeping them party in a power. That's all them business about. So why should I listen to them? Right? As Mr. Dayton Campbell say, they are incubator. They are incubator for you know, all type of government official come from out there. Upcon and all of them. But anyway, see you guys later. The word is love.